And don't act like you don't know what I mean, because every time is our time. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, once again, it is that time.
What's going on, brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, people all over the world? Welcome to episode 0 of Ring Theory, formerly known as the Ringside Rap, presented by the Nefarious Media Network, and we are gathered for a very special occasion, our very first live watch of WWE Raw. And for a special occasion, you know, we got to assemble a special crew. So joining me, amongst the number of people that will be joining me this afternoon to talk about Raw, which is happening as we speak, emanating from Brussels, Belgium, we got to bring on a world traveler himself, somebody who I'm sure has enjoyed a Belgian waffle or two in his day, maybe with a glass of whole milk. And I'll leave it there. But y'all give it up for the birthday boy himself, the super producer, two-way Ray Williams. Ray, what's good, brother? Welcome to the Ring Theory.
Hey, what's going on, brother Nate? Always a pleasure to join you, especially on this special occasion. And yeah, man, I've just been relaxing. It's been a while. I don't know if you're aware. I wish everybody could have a schedule like school teachers do, but it gets pretty rough in the March month, especially if spring break ain't coming either at the end or during the middle of the month. It gets pretty dry, so I just had to take a couple of days off just to recharge the batteries. But always a pleasure to spend my days off with you good brothers and good sisters and good folk here at Nefarious.
Yes, and for everybody that's checking us out, watching us live on March 17th, St. Patty's Day, we are checking out Raw on Netflix, coming from Brussels, Belgium. And Ray's going to be joining me this week, or should I say, I'm joining Ray. I don't know who's the captain on this one, Ray. I don't know who's QB1. Are you Cody? Am I Cena? What is what? But not only are Ray and I going to be joining you, but several members of the Nefarious team are going to be joining us. And if you are a member of the Nefarious Media Network Patreon, patreon.com/Nefarious Media Network. A member at any level, you can hop on live during this 3-hour extravaganza that we have signed ourselves up for at the last minute, Ray Williams.
Yes, indeed. Hopefully it goes by pretty fast.
I think, Ray, we only went like 5 and some change last night on NWA, so we still got a little bit left in the tank.
Just a little bit. Yeah. As you have coined, the fastest 5 hours in pro wrestling. So. But I know we are not. I'm a pull a yick real quick. I know we're not alone though, brother Nate. We have a couple of guests, and you mentioned who's QB1, and you mentioned who's Cody and who's Cena. Well, brother, you're the owner and proprietor, so I consider you the final boss, brother. So it's up to you. Whatever you say is what goes, brother.
As long as you don't break my heart again, Ray Williams.
Oh, never. I don't want a weight belt with Ray's soul, two-way Ray's soul on it.
But yeah, this is gonna be fun, man. Like we have not done a live watch of a wrestling event, I don't think, to this point on the channel.
I don't think so.
We've done NBA, we've done WNBA All-Star Game, but not a wrestling event yet, which is weird because wrestling is kind of the connective tissue that ties a lot of us together here.
Indeed, indeed. And I'm glad to be joined. I know we've always tried to set some things up, but things kind of fall through with us having the schedules that we
Oh
do. But I'm
shit,
glad
we
we can
starting
meet
off
now.
hot, ladies and gentlemen.
I knew we would.
We starting off hot in Brussels.
Uh-oh, is it going to be the same music? It has the same start.
Yeah, it's the same music. So John Cena is here in Brussels, Belgium, the home of Jean-Claude Van Damme. Ray,
you still got the gear too.
Hey,
He not talking to Stu.
yeah, he's not breaking the fourth wall as he normally does coming down the aisle. He's not running. He's walking at a sensible pace for a man of a certain age.
No hustle.
No loyalty.
No.
Some would say no respect, right?
No loyalty. All disrespect. Well, as Cena enters the ring, we'll go ahead and bring on our special guest. As we mentioned during the NWA podcast, he was a very active participant in the chat, and you guys know him and you guys love him. Is Downtown Gerard Brown, all the way from Michigan himself.
What's up, Downtown? Ladies and gentlemen, we did not plan this. All three of us are in various shades of blue today, which is wild.
No. Downtown, I think something's going on with your mic, brother. We can't hear you.
My apologies. Try to be respectful with the mute button, so I don't got my audio coming on, and now I ain't turn it off. But no hustle, no loyalty, no respect. That's hilarious to me. Nah, man.
I thought you were giving us the silent treatment for a moment.
Oh no, not yet.
Not yet.
No, because I got some words for everybody, and I'm gonna go silent. I'm gonna say my piece today, and then I'm gonna be quiet for the rest of the time until after 420, and then we'll talk after 420.
Brussels is not here for this man, John Cena.
All right,
you messed up when you pissed off the Belgians. They don't bother nobody. They just make waffles and delicious desserts.
It's interesting to see you still got the same getup though, but again, it might be like a slow transition. But we'll see.
Hot crowd.
He's letting it build. He's letting the tension build.
Got the veteran chance.
Pacing around and
Elijah Rod as a man of color, as a non-traditional man, shall we say? It does make me a little nervous to see all these angry Europeans yelling. It's just like directed at John, not at us.
It's non-traditional hate for you right there.
Non-traditional hate.
There's still some Let's Go Cena chance.
Yeah.
Though.
Are you surprised that they're starting off with this, Gerard, and not saving it, like milking it?
To me, this is the hottest thing you have going right now. You want to capture those, hey, we're on at 3 p.m. vibes. This is the reason why, because then you can start your Netflix from the beginning to catch what you just missed and then join live with the rest of everything else. So yeah, I would start with this too.
Speaking of catching the viewers, Ray, while we're on, if you don't mind shooting out the links to the Twitter, Facebook, and the Blue Sky, so that way anybody that's watching and wants to watch along with us, they can join the festivities.
Will do.
Got you.
Oh, he dropped the mic. He's picking up. He's teasing.
This reminds me of the Roman after WrestleMania 33. At the Undertaker, how he milked that my yard line.
Yes.
There it is. Oh.
You notice Cena got them terrible layer S colors on tonight.
Oh no.
The red and yellow.
Someone is properly grounded in life.
They shouldn't have to look outside themselves for approval. Bars. Does Cena look younger, or is it just the cap covering the bald spot?
Hey, I had to do wonders.
They hitting him with all the classic Belgian slurs.
Oh.
Oh.
Mm.
Uh-oh.
Okay, he's been the victim of an abusive relationship.
Oh.
Oh.
That's how you be talking to the kids in school when they be talking out of turn, Ray?
That's back when I taught in elementary school.
Okay, this is interesting.
Oh Lord, he gaslighting to the nth degree.
Homie hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're not here for this man, John Cena.
Mm-mm.
Oh, don't try to believe it now, Netflix. It's too late. Okay. What are you, brother?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Oh.
Peacemaker on these streets.
Oh, you let me know really loud that you hated me. Oh, you let me know.
You know, this might just be him having his therapy session, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Cena got some better help, and he's like, "This is an abusive relationship."
Moments of shame, just like this, you let me know that I wasn't worthy of your attention. So what did I do? I went and I changed myself, hoping that you would like me a little bit, and it worked for a second, but then it wasn't enough.
Okay.
So what did I do? I worked hard like I always do.
Yeah, I think I got a delay from y'all.
Yeah, you're a little bit behind.
Mm-hmm.
And I fought Randy Orton 13 consecutive times.
It wasn't enough. So what did I do? Hated it. I spent the next 10 years of my life trying to give away everything I possibly could, and it wasn't enough.
He go heel on the Make-A-Wish kids.
Oh, deep breath. Meditative deep breath.
He needs the Calm app.
There you go, Nate. I think your Break-A-Wish Foundation thing.
He gonna be like, "Fuck them kids." Like, John, that's too much.
Oh, somebody had a Break-A-Wish sign.
We should have trademarked it.
You should have.
What a great example. They go from chanting, "Shut the F up," to cheering when I say I'm gonna walk away. So I announced my retirement in a move that has never been done before. I'm actually walking away at the end of this year. It's never been done before. I'm actually walking away at the end of this year. Time to get along with you guys. I tried one last time to do something nice for you, and you get along with you guys. I tried to do something
Okay.
just like you went here tonight.
You ruined it.
And then it's never enough.
Okay. Never heard that song with a European accent before. I wonder how many people in that arena.
One of these idiots proving my point with every breath. My point is, no matter what I do, it is never enough. My point is, all be ashamed. No matter what I do, be ashamed. All you ever do is take. You take. All you ever do, and you take, and you only care about yourselves. I put my values on the line to make a very important choice in my life, and all you could think was, what do we get? My story changed. What do we get? It's coming to my town. What do we get? This is trending. What do we get? Not one of you sons of bitches asked me how I feel.
Okay.
It's just, what do we get? What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? You get nothing.
Okay. Hit him with the Willy Wonka.
What you have earned and what you have earned is nothing. You don't get a new look because you dress like me. I don't dress like you idiots.
Damn. That felt personal, Ray.
My voice on that song, and your time is finally up, and my time is finally now.
Hey, I'm not mad at this.
Okay.
The only thing you get is to take a long look in the mirror to see how awful each and every one of you has been for 25 years to me.
I feel like a lot of this is coming from the heart.
Yeah. Like the best heel work is when it's like some of it is truthful.
He hasn't lied once so far.
No.
Yeah.
Of course, your brand new shiny toy, because you're about to put this one out to pasture. Like I said, with every my point that
The horse is kicking back.
every single person in this room, no one is safe. No one can hide, especially the people that just pick out in the crowd. Yeah. I see you. And you in the front row. Yeah, you in the front row. Yes. I can identify you very easily. Front row. You're the let's go Cena people. Very you're the people who are like, man, I support you. You're the people who are like,
You playing this crowd like a fiddle.
you hear that world? The Cena sucks jack-offs. They've already proven themselves awful people. The Cena sucks jack-offs why the Let's Go Cena people are just as awful. Let's Go Cena people are just as awful.
Here we go.
What have you ever done? What have you? What you have you
It's like I paid $50 for your shirt, dog.
ever done? You to support me. What have you ever for me? To support all you ever do. What have you ever done for me? You steal. You steal my personal moments. You steal my time. You steal made me a moment toy. I'm an object to you. You have made me the butt of a stupid joke for 15 years.
Damn.
Still think it's funny.
He got me on that one.
I'm part of the problem.
Right. You know what? You're right, John.
You are pathetic. Oh, you're not ready to hear this. This is tough for you. Comfortable Oh, you're not ready to hear.
Okay, Emmanuel Acho.
Leading into an uncomfortable conversation. The truth is, you wear words like hustle. You wear it to make you feel good. I live. You wear words like hustle, loyalty, and respect. I live them every day. Buy the words never give up. I am the definition. You think you can buy the words never give up? I am the definition of perseverance in every
Okay.
knows it.
He look like he about to break down in tears.
Yeah, buddy look heartbroken.
I know.
Is you use me.
I'm tired of being tired.
For 25 years. Is it all you've ever done there?
Ooh.
And watch me be great.
Ooh.
That one kid right there is a toxic.
Not the kids, John. Not the kids. Look at the kid. Look at the kid.
Boy about to start crying. That boy gonna cry when we get home.
He gonna cry in the car.
Well, listen to this. I'm breaking up with you. I'm done. I'm breaking up with every single person. Whether you like me or you don't, I don't care about you. I don't need you anymore. I don't care about you, and you don't matter to me. And here's the thing. There's no noise you can make. There is nothing you can do. Because you
Okay.
You know you are wrong.
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Cody
We
Devontae
let
Rose
Cena
in
go
the building.
20.
Yeah.
We let
The
Cena get
time
it
for
all
talk is over. He better run straight down. Ain't no slow walk.
Right. Don't pose, Cody.
Ain't right.
Don't
Don't
hit
wait
Jeff
for the
Hardy.
oh-ohs.
Oh, he already smiling.
Cody said, I don't give a damn. I'm gonna get my shit in.
I didn't came too far.
Right. I ain't flying 15 hours not to do my pose. What you think this was, Ray Williams?
It's in the budget because it's in the budget.
Somebody got to use these fireworks. If we don't use the pyro, we can't write it off on our taxes.
But then
Cena just
he's pretty much proving. He's pretty much proven Cena's point is like you're playing to these people just like these people made me play to them. If you felt so bad, come at me and start a fight. Don't pose looking like Jeff Hardy when your brother getting beat down. Just come on down. You want some, come get some. You're the one who talked all that trash.
It's this weird relationship with wrestling where it has to be like this superhero landing and this superhero entrance where Tony has to blast Aerosmith or whoever to pull up to save Cap from Loki and Avengers. AC/DC, thank you. This Cody blasting his AC/DC right here.
Right. Oh, don't mention AC/DC with Vince around. He love him so soon. Well, but he ain't around.
Took the jacket off. At least we gonna get partially ready to fight.
Right.
I know, right?
Shit, this might go 40 minutes. It's open a segment.
Right.
But let's keep it a buck, y'all. This is gonna be one of the hardest parts of Raw.
Yeah. Well, I told Ray last night, because I thought they were gonna do this to start up the second hour. I was like, after that, the whole show might go downhill. They said we're gonna give you a hot 40 minutes off top, and then what you gonna get what we give you. Cena did his job. They loving him some Cody. Two traditional wrestlers facing off right now.
Good way too to make sure there's no back and forth. There's no half and half. He healed on the only people that quote supported him too. So that's a good masterful move. Right.
To me, that man is a hurt man who is reacting to a breakup in a negative way, trying to cut off the entire world and just go alone. Misguided, all that may be.
Damn, these niggas got a whole new song that I ain't never heard of.
Oh yeah, I think they did this when they were last year in like that
Clash of the Castle.
that backlash. No, in France, I think.
Oh, okay.
Against AJ.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. That's crazy. Let it marinate, Cody. Let it marinate.
Get him, Devontae.
Damn, this crowd going crazy.
What are they saying?
Something in French. I don't know.
I think everybody was willing to hear you out, even myself, if I understood correctly from what you just said. They've given you their worst. Sure, they might have given you their worst. They have also given you their best for 25 years, and they did that.
Look at Cody fighting for this marriage.
They did that because you were special. They did that because you could take it. They did that because you could carry it.
God gives his strongest battles to his toughest soldiers. Okay, Cody.
Base.
And it's certainly not kid. It's WWE champion.
Put some respect on my name.
WWE champion. Let me ask you. Who the hell are you?
Ooh.
Where's the guy on this shirt? Right here. The guy on this shirt. You know what you did? I was excited at the prospect of going week to week, face to face with John Cena, and instead I got this. Face to face with John Cena, and instead I got this. Well, this better not show up at WrestleMania. Well, because if it does, I run it over. I run it out because I already took its best shot, and it wasn't good enough. I retire it early. Best shot wasn't good enough. I retire it early. To find John Cena because I want to wrestle him at WrestleMania 41. John, this whiny bitch. WrestleMania.
Our Lord.
Okay, short and sweet.
No fisticuffs though.
Nah, they saving the fisticuffs, Ray Williams.
Oh.
You ain't getting fisticuffs till probably the go home show for Mania.
That's true.
But is Cena going to be there? Because I thought Cena was only announced for a couple of March shows, like the last couple of March shows, and he's missing April.
They said we ain't even playing the music. We gonna let the people sing you out, Cody.
Well, maybe John Cena Cena might have something else to say though. Oh yeah, he's just gonna walk on out. Okay.
And leave Cena with the booze. Okay.
Just snatch the towel.
So that opening segment went like 30-something minutes.
I like the sign. Cena sold out from WCW.
WCW. Hey, they gave us the main event right off top.
Well, thank you all for joining us.
Remember to subscribe to the Patreon, y'all. Okay. So he just
after this, you can't see. And he was playing. We'll talk about it. We'll do our.
Yeah, I feel sorry for the next match because we're gonna be talking all over it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there it was, our first segment. Cena came out, talked for like 20-something minutes.
Oh, Cody's back.
You said Cody's back?
I mean, Corey's back, I meant to say.
I was like, wait a minute. What? You was behind us, now you're ahead of us? Yeah, it's Cole and Corey on the call this afternoon. But yeah, what did y'all think about that first segment?
And we got brother.
We got the Professor Chris Ely in the building.
Right. What's up, yo? I missed my Zoom meeting this morning, so.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. I got another one soon.
Chris is supposed to get on the Zoom with the students. He was like, I taught you for 15 years. All you do is take for 15 years. You take. You never say, how are you, Professor Ely?
It's been an abusive relationship. Like, Professor, I only had you for this semester. I don't care.
He's like, everybody that gave me a 1 on rate your professor, you suck. Everybody that gave me a 5, I'm about to tell you why you suck too. You're just as bad.
I had it was a staff meeting.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't meet with my students until 4 or 7 p.m. y'all's time.
Oh shit! So you got a little break.
Yeah.
So what'd you think of that first segment, Chris?
I thought it was kind of lame.
What?
Yeah.
Go ahead, speak on it.
No, I mean, it was like they didn't even like really interact. You know, I thought it wasn't like horrible, but
you thought we was gonna get some fisticuffs.
Not even that. I thought it was just gonna be more back and forth between the two.
Right.
It was just that, you know, like I could have went to Fullerton, you know, and go to the meetings in person and watch this shit on YouTube later, you know.
Damn. And they picked the right next match. They're like, all right, we're gonna throw Ludwig Kaiser out here while the crowd talks about what we just watched. I think Chris, and I want to hear Downtown and Ray's thoughts on it. I thought Cena did a really good job with his part of the promo.
A good job, yeah.
I feel like Cody did enough, but it almost felt like Cody is holding back because they know they got a few more weeks of this stuff. It felt like Cody didn't give us his best shot, and Cena did a lot of explaining. I liked it, but I thought, like maybe they could have given us a little bit more. But I also know they want to string us along a little bit.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I think him keeping everything the same is a smart move because, you know.
Yeah.
It's like,
and I liked how he explained it too. Like, hey, like I'm not giving you. You want me to change all this shit, so I'm not giving it to you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes.
I liked like Gerard was saying, like Cena said, he sounded like a hurt man. He's like, I'm hurt, dog.
It's a man who is been in 25 years of marriage, which as a man who is single currently knows nothing about. But with that being said, I've seen enough movies and I've watched enough relationship type stuff that I've seen Cena. He's expressing himself, but this man has been holding this because he's the man who tries to charge forward, never give up, never back down.
Yeah.
in the face of adversity, in the face of crowds booing him, cussing him out. This man has marched forward for the kids, for everybody, for those who did support him, for those who didn't support him. But now that debt has come due. The weight is now on his shoulders, and it's been too much. So, like I said, he's trying to take like that naive perspective of getting out that relationship. You know what? I'm gonna cut all ties. No more love. I can't do this no more. I gotta
break
go
up
out
with you
to the
before
streets.
you break up with me.
Yeah, and you know what? Like I did mine.
Right.
That name, that the voice on that song, that's me. That's my work. And
Mhm.
so no, I'm not changing that because you want me to change that. I've heard your voice long enough. That's why he told everybody, shut up. Because I'm hurt. I'm gonna call him misguided Cena.
Bless you.
That is my new title for him, is misguided Cena, because he is, bless you. He's a heartbroken man going down the road. He could use some better help.
Yes.
He could use a sponsor, and we could use that sponsorship here as well with better help. But we're gonna get there in one day. Well, how Cena go see somebody to properly talk out your therapy. This man has never really expressed that to us before. And so it's like that lashing out. It all built up and that meter exploded. He had to say what he had to say with us. My whole time I'm listening to it, how does he walk it back? How does he apologize for it in the end when we get that inevitable babyface turn? How do we walk back those words he's saying right now? And I don't think we do, because did he lie? I don't think he lied.
No, he was pretty spot on, Chris.
Yeah, but he chose to be that lame.
Exactly.
For those years, you know, it's like no one told you. People told you, hey, this shit is lame. Fucking stop it, change it. You could have did that shit in 2010. You could have saved yourself all this grief. You know, you chose to wait 25 years to be like, okay, I'm angry now, man. Dang.
As somebody who was given 41 separate and unique and individual breakup speeches in his lifetime, Chris speaks from experience on this, fella. So I see what the professor's saying. I do think, though, Ray, like from, you know, because we always talk about it when we talk about like Marvel, DC, whatever. The villain doesn't have to be right per se, but as long as their justification makes sense to that character, it can work. And I think for Cena's character, yes, it does make sense. For him, Ray, what did you think of the whole segment?
I'm in agreement. I think it did make sense. It was kind of interesting that he did go the route of the hurt ex-lover, or it's like hurt people, man. It's like this brother couldn't come to grips with it on his own, so it's like he's lashing out. But he's still not addressing why and I think he's leaving a little bit of meat on the bone with that, as far as his association with The Rock, and as far as his association with Travis, the infamous Travis Scott. So it's like I want to see how that story is going to be told.
Like he really didn't explain anything really. He bitched for like 10 minutes. I think that's probably done by design.
Yeah, well, we were saying before you came on, Chris, I think that was by intent, because it, like, not only did he address the people that were booing him, but he addressed the people that, like the little kid in the audience, that boy gonna have nightmares for the rest of his life because of what John Cena said to him tonight. Like, I feel like he did a good job of making sure we wouldn't get the dueling chance, and that Cody was firmly the babyface here.
Right, yeah.
Well, hopefully that kid doesn't understand English, and then he'll just be like, "Oh, my hero's here."
Papa, why was Cena so mad, Papa?
And then, like 10 years later, he's gonna stumble upon it on Netflix. That's what he said.
All right, so we got our first match, Penta with the Michael Jackson Beat It jacket versus Ludwig Kaiser. Like, I feel bad for these guys. Like, this is the spot you don't want to be in, because everybody's like, ain't nobody focused on you right now, man.
Because even if that segment was the lamest segment on the planet, people would still be talking about it in that regard, you know?
Right.
Like, nobody cares about Ludwig Kaiser. And who's he fighting?
Penta.
Penta. Oh, Penta's people.
Like, they've done a good job with Penta so far.
Yeah.
So far. And
But
they had teasers.
Nobody. This isn't anything anyone's invested in because everyone's expecting Penta to beat his ass.
Oh, he's walking the barricade. And speaking of walking the barricade or walking the ropes, there was teasers of his brother coming over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw those
on a SmackDown. And I think that's a good move, keeping them on separate brands.
Yeah,
right.
It's like
and then eventually bringing them together down the line.
What is he doing?
Yeah.
Ain't no DQ match.
Well, when you have Penta shining so good as a single star as he is, why kill that off and throw him right into the Lucha Bros right away?
Right, that doesn't really make any sense.
Not even throw him back into the Lucha Bros. Why throw him back into this going nowhere tag team division?
WO.
Yeah.
But they still ain't figured out what the hell they doing with the New Day.
It's the lamest tag team division on the planet, and they got 2 sets of tag team belts with 2 sets of champions that don't matter.
Hey, we got new champions, Street Profits.
Right.
Hey.
Yeah, I saw.
Chris said right.
I saw Knox talk about that yesterday on his Facebook page. Like he was like, y'all go still say they don't care about blacks or I forgot what the hell he said.
I mean,
like, this doesn't prove it.
That doesn't prove that they care about black talent.
Yeah.
It just proves that they hot potato in this damn tag team title.
Yeah. Everyone gets a chance with those things, man. If the Bushwhackers were still there,
if they cared about black talent, it wouldn't have taken them. What they say? This is the Street Profits' first title in like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah,
I think 4.
It's like a longer time period.
Like, that's
been a hot minute.
Like, you ain't had no real tag teams this last 5 years, and they've only held it once.
Yeah, and then in between, they're doing all the stuff. Like, are they gonna push Montez? They had him in like the elimination chamber for the U.S. title. Are they gonna push him as solo? And then Angelo had been out because he was having his baby. So it was
like the stuff with Lashley.
So it's like
B-Fab was with him for
to go with him.
Yeah.
So
I thought they were going to take the titles off of Owens and Zayn last year when they won them because they had that really great showcase match night 1 where Dawkins just railroaded Braun
Was that a
Strowman.
cameo from Mrs. Ely?
Oh yeah.
Tell her we said hi, Chris.
Hi. She's Peyton. We got a new bed frame for the guest room, the room that I'm always in.
Okay.
And she's painting it.
See, that's how Chris knows. That's the secret to a successful marriage. Sometimes you got to sleep in the guest room. Especially when your ass podcast until 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah, nah.
Like, don't you bring your ass in here.
We never even really have any guests over. I think we've had, since we've lived here, had like 3, maybe 3 guests sleep in that guest room. I think it's been 2.
Marcus ever came by the crib?
Nah, Marcus hasn't been by here. I haven't even been to his crib. I've been trying to link up with him, but it's just we keep.
He hit you with that Varnell Hill.
Yeah. He lives all
Hey, Chris, how many times I invite you to the house? 100. How many times you been to the house? 0. And what happens if you try to come to my house, Chris? I might get sprayed.
Yeah. But he lives in he lives in Santa Clarita.
Yes, yeah.
And I live in Monrovia.
A little bit of a ways away from you.
Yeah, that's a little while. Like, I used to work in Ventura in person, but now all they do is give me.
You're closer to Brittany in terms of like our California people.
Right, yeah. She's in Pasadena, I think. Or is she in Pasadena? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think she where she works at is like a ridiculous. It's like an hour both ways in LA traffic, and I'm like, that's ridiculous. Yeah. Like, just don't worry, Brittany. Once Nefarious start making some money, we can free you from those shackles.
Yeah. Like when we first started this podcast, I was living in downtown LA because I was still going to USC, but now I live somewhere that's a little bit cheaper than LA, and because LA is expensive as hell, like the city.
Yeah. I thought about moving out there a time or 2, but I'm like, nah, man. I'm gonna keep these Virginia prices for a little longer.
Yeah. It's like once the podcast picks up, you could consider it, you know. But like,
Worst come to worst, Chris, I just move into your guest room, pay your rent, dog.
yeah, right. yeah. By that time, we'd probably have a house with like a garage that's set up like a room.
Okay.
So
okay, I could be living out like by the pool, like Kato Kanan on these streets.
yeah, no.
Yeah, that's a deep pool. We're talking about though.
Yeah, that Kato was just living in the pool house the whole time. Like, no, you didn't hear nothing.
We were talking about Nick Bockwinkel. That doggone Kato Kanan is a deeper pool.
Chris came out with Nick Bockwinkel last night. I was like, damn, I ain't thought about Nick Bockwinkel in like 20 years.
I was just trying to illustrate that like not every wrestler loves being that they're not every wrestler is a historian or is there for anything past the money, you know.
I just imagine Shayna Baszler in the locker room watching Nick Bockwinkel and Larry Zbyszko tapes.
Yeah.
Nature boy Buddy Rogers. Oh.
Damn.
Man, these boys working like they ain't like the bathroom match. But
how did AEW fumble the bag on Penta like that, man? And Phoenix.
I think they just had other priorities, and I think they did a good job with them. It's just, you know, like, what else were they gonna do in that company? Because neither of them are gonna be world champions.
They weren't gonna make them single stars.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. So I mean,
how many times can we wrestle the Young Bucks?
Right. Yeah. So I think they did the right thing because in WWE they could be tag team champions there, you know, and get new people to wrestle, and they might have a better chance of being single stars.
Yeah, like I think they'll both have decent singles runs, and then eventually they'll do the tag team thing. But they got time.
Yeah.
The great AEW failure is we watch them in Lucha Underground be individuals and have a rivalry and carry that story and be individuals and fight each other. We never got to that point in AEW. The tag team seemed like, okay, this is a cool, great launching point because some of our other divisions are brewing up and we need a tag team, but they never did the break story. They never fully pushed them in their own individual directions.
They were always doing that start-stop push with Phoenix as a singles guy, because I remember
they did
like a TNT title match that was awesome, and then it went nowhere.
And then he had the international title for like a quick minute.
Right. Yeah.
And then they were stuck with Pac in the Death Triangle doing stuff, which was they had good stuff, but like,
they did.
When are they going to get to be full-fledged single stars?
Yeah,
because also time's ticking.
Yeah.
The Phoenix Underground is not the Phoenix of the day, and that's no slight on him.
Yeah. I mean, you can't do that shit, man.
It's Father Time.
Yeah. When you're doing that,
we wrestle that style.
Underground stuff, that was like,
Lucha Underground was on point.
Yeah.
Speaking of a man, we saw John Cena have some things to get off his chest. I hear a little birdie told me Andrew Thompson, the youngest in charge, got something to get off his chest with one birthday boy, Ray Williams.
Man, I can't. Hold on. First of all, what's good, Gerard? How you doing, brother? It's good to see you.
What up, brother? How you doing, man? Good to see you.
Nate, Chris, what's going on, fellas?
What's up, nephew?
Hey, Ray.
I'm watching Penta get his ass beat by Ludwig Kaiser right now.
Feels like a hate crime, especially in Brussels.
I know, right?
Hey, I got smoke. I got smoke with this man Ray. I got smoke with Ray.
Birthday smoke, blow out the candle.
Ray was being shady at the beginning of the NWA pod last night. I don't know where it came from. I'm talking about Nate. It was the most random comment in the history of comments. Like, I'm talking about came out of nowhere, and I don't know where that came from.
RKO.
I'm telling Nate, you and Gerard and Chris, y'all have been around them folk, man, that like they make a comment and then they shield it as a joke. So like so like if you get offended, it's like, hold on, wait, why you getting serious? I'm just playing. That's everybody laughing because they know. Let's see, Ray. This is what I'm gonna do, right? I'm gonna give you the chance to walk back that comment because I don't know where that came from. Because then if you don't, brother Ray, then the words will be exchanged, my brother.
Is this the breakup of the new school?
This is the official breakup of the new school. Ray, we and you ain't too far from each other. Don't make me drive a VA, bro.
He gonna pull up on you, right? Damn.
You in that Lexus.
Yo, I was gonna say, matter of fact, and we're gonna take the Lexus and we're gonna hand it over to Gerard.
That's crazy. I like my Honda, so I'll take a Lexus. You know, a little upgrade from what I'm driving right now.
Damn, Ray, he put you on Front Street, Ray.
Nah, Ray threw a nasty straight at the beginning of the pod. I was like, oh, bro, like what the fuck? Man, I was like, that's you was wild for that one, Ray. You know what? Nah, hey, Ray, I still want my what's the name? Apology. Well, I don't need no apology, but I need.
Said, don't be like Tessa. Apologize, Ray.
Yeah, apologize, Ray. You wild, bro. That was crazy.
Ooh, I hope Luvic cool. He hit his head on the back of that chair coming down.
Hit him with the wind, but yeah, Luvic took a sick bump.
Yeah. I didn't even know. Was this not like no DQ? Like what was going on?
Look at Ray dodging the subject.
Hey Nate, that's how you know he was being shady for real. That's crazy work. No, let me hit it because I'm covering the show.
He's gonna be. I apologize for not doing it sooner.
I should have pushed you harder. You ungrateful bitch.
First of all, it feels like I'm in a toxic relationship right now. And I always give, and all you want is to take, Andrew Tops. No, listen.
Ray gonna be like, if anybody was offended by my comments, I do apologize.
Yeah.
Nah. First, it was just a bit of callback to when you was out on the town, brother. See why you gotta be a snowflake, brother. See why you trying to cancel me in this time.
That's crazy.
No,
that's crazy.
This man Ray Williams said no apologies. Hustle, loyalty, disrespect.
Ray, I'm gonna get back to you in a second. Who did Penta just call out? Because I'm covering the show for Post right now, and I couldn't hear you.
Penta called out the Intercontinental title.
Okay, bet.
Braun Breaker.
Bet.
Oh, you on the clock too?
Yeah, I came here just to get in your shit. This nigga talking about snowflake. Hold on, hey Gerard.
Is that a Dom talking to Karrion Kross in the background?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This man. I joined the show last night. We started this. I'm talking about Gerard. I'm talking about it ain't even 4 minutes on the fucking timer. It's Ray's birthday. And I'm talking about we in there clapping it up. You know what I'm saying? We ate happy birthday, Ray, X, Y, and Z. This man said, well, you know, everybody can't be in Vegas for their birthday like some people. I'm like, hold on, and this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking he talking about Mania, because I ain't going to Mania either. So I think he making a joke about like none of us not going to Mania. And then I'm thinking, I'm like, hold on, nigga, I was in Vegas for my birthday last year. and the way he phrased it, it made it seem like I was like gloating about being in Vegas. And I'm like, nigga, nobody knew I was there until like a day before I left.
See, you get humble about it.
Ray, you wild for that one, bro. You a wild boy. I ain't gonna forget that, Ray. I ain't gonna forget that.
People sometimes.
I'm telling you, Ray, you heard me with that one. You coming deep.
Your own kind.
Your own kind. You see that, Gerard? You see how I be, bro?
Additional people.
If we gonna put it out, let's put it out there all the way. If we gonna put it out there. All right, I've mentioned this before. I am a graduate student from the LeBron James School of Passive Aggression. So,
with honors,
right? So, I'll admit, I was still a little salty a couple weeks ago when I was trying to get some stuff in. I was trying to get a few things in on, or last month, and it's like, brother Andrew, you stuff was just coming to mind, and I was like, good Lord, this brother won't let. I'm playing the music. I'm trying to play him out, so I
for the
can
super
get
chat.
something. And so I was still a little salty from that, and then that came back to mind. It wasn't about you gloating. It was just like when we did that one episode.
Gloating, nigga.
You wasn't. I'm not saying that you were gloating. You said gloating. But I was saying, I was like, oh, this brother, he could just come in anytime, and he could be in the hotel room. I show up to work on my birthday. You know what I'm saying?
Are you talking about when we was talking about Trump policies? And I went on like the little rant about Trump's policies. That's what you was talking about when you interjected and you was like, you was trying to get in. Nigga, we was talking about black people rights and shit. Like, nigga, I was going on a tangent. I wasn't trying to cut you off. And then like when you asked, I stopped it like 5 minutes right after. I ain't like do that on purpose. I wasn't trying to like prevent you from talking. But like, nigga, we was in a heated conversation about what the fuck this man doing to this country and to our people. That's why I was in it. Like if it was just a wrestling topic, like how we do with Chris and Nate or any other guest we got, I'd be like, y'all go ahead, y'all can talk. And I just stop. Because I mean, the wrestling shit ain't that. I mean, it's important to talk about, but it ain't that important to keep going and not letting nobody interject.
I'm just saying.
You say you was hurt, Ray? Hurt people.
You
come on. I'm being honest. See, when I be truthful, see this, see Bianca, see when I stand up for myself. No, I'm just...
All right, John Cena.
All it back on.
Ray said we ain't getting no more production music. He taking that away from me. Gonna be silence coming on to the show.
What Dominic said. Let's see.
Dominic out here looking like Parappa the Rapper.
For real though.
I would hate to get flown to Brussels just for a backstage segment.
I would love to be flown to Brussels for a backstage segment. I will take the vacation.
You take the vacation?
I'll take the photo op. I take it all.
Where are they going to be at next week? Because I know it's international again.
That's a good question. So it was in Barcelona Friday. They in Brussels Monday today. Is it a France stop next?
Because I remember I listened. Meltzer said they're going to do 3 shows international in a row. So.
But in all seriousness, though, that was a me problem, Andrew. Don't. I apologize, brother.
No, you good.
We finally got the apology.
No, I'm about to say after fucking 10 minutes.
I can't believe you punked out and apologized, Ray.
Have you learned nothing from your commander-in-chief, Ray?
I'm about to say, have you learned nothing from Tessa Blanchard, man? You don't apologize.
You don't apologize, Ray. You double down.
Man. Double down.
We need unity. I don't know what the triple law of NWA is. I ain't trying to go there. I don't know what the women's of wrestling is.
We sending you to the TNA of podcasting.
I'm trying to stay in the big leagues.
Send you somewhere with Brandon from New Jersey.
But y'all, hey, hold on. Hey, what was that? Was that what Brandon was talking about last night with the super chat? But he was like, he's like he kept like he like put in, I think, like in bold letters that he was a part of the.
He brought up Dr. Umar
because I keep forgetting he's a part of the podcast with Martin and Dickie. And so like he hit me up like twice because it was 2 months in a row where I talked about the podcast and I forgot his name. And he was like, Nate, I'm a part of the damn show too. I'm like, oh, my bad, dog.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he in one of those chats yesterday, he brought up Dr. Umar, man.
Yeah, because Ray was talking about the milk.
The milk and magnesia.
Ray was thirsty. Ray was thirsty last night on
Which
his
is a
birthday.
wild
He said, "I need some milk to go with this cake."
What was that joke we were saying with Ray a couple months ago? We was like, what was it? It was core
correlation.
Correlation. That's what it is. Correlation.
Yeah.
Ray's milk of magnesia.
The devil made you. She broke the mold.
It's 10 lashes, Ray. 10 lashes.
Boy, WWE, they done pulled the wool over Chad Gable out. They was like, hey, go ahead, sign this contract, bro. We can give you that Intercontinental title win. But that shit almost a whole year.
Right.
A whole year done passed.
Yeah, that was like near WrestleMania last year.
They gave him that. They gave him the Money in the Bank spot so he can be in that match, and then he got beat up in that. And it's been right when he fell from that contract, he's been falling ever since.
Yeah.
Did he? That after he signed a new contract, he got killed by the YS6.
Yep. And was back the next week.
I was about to say, you want to know the craziest thing about all this is he ain't done because he about to get killed by Ray Phoenix next.
Yep. We just talking about that.
And I was wondering when you guys were bringing up Ray Phoenix and Penta, I'm like, well, I think I think it is good to keep them on separate shows, but it's like I don't trust WWE because you had something in doggone in Dragon Lee who you could have built up to be something.
Right.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I do
Dakota
think
Kai
that
beats
Penta
Ivy
and
now. If
Phoenix
anybody's
are-
scoring at home.
I do think Penta and Phoenix are coming from a place where they were more prominent, you know.
Right.
Like
And Dragon
that's
Lee.
the difference. Dragon Lee is good, but he just wasn't like they didn't steal him from AEW.
Yeah.
I mean, he was in ROH for a quick minute.
He did like some shots, Ray, but he wasn't
he
was like more so based on
yeah.
Contract signing.
Hey y'all, what's the over under Rhea Ripley getting added to this match right now?
Come on, man.
It's happening.
I think she'll get at it.
We need to add a traditional wrestler to this three-way.
Traditional.
Oh my god.
Hey, I'm still in that, bro. That's
Oh, here she go.
Enjoy the title while you can, yo.
I know, right?
I look at it like this. This
Take
is
all the
to
pictures
delay
you
the
can.
inevitable. This is a rivalry they're trying to build up between Bianca and Rhea.
Yeah.
So this helps save it to next year.
Yeah.
That's genuinely
some
where
money
you're
well.
trying to take the ball. So
Hey,
you can
hey,
give them that
Gerard,
main event.
Gerard, you think she gonna retain at Mania?
No, oh no, Bianca's taking that belt. This is to protect Rhea. This is a thank you for EO. Thank you for the hard work, all those television matches, the tag team, having the rebound and turn babyface, getting that going, and then pushing forward into the singles. Hey, I know we threw you in the IC title tournament last minute to only lose after you just lost at Saturday night's main event. You know what? Cool. Here's a thank you, and here's a good big Mania match.
Like an employee of the month.
She won. By her having that title,
Here's your
going in, that's
$50
her
gift
winning.
card, and we're gonna have a pizza party in the conference room.
You got your plaque up with your face on it.
Oh hell no,
Terry.
Oh no,
Terry! I don't want this damn beer, Terry. It's 3 o'clock in the
They
afternoon.
never talk about it on Raw anymore. I think they're just kind of trying to burn through whatever.
Fulfill the
contract
contractual
they signed.
obligation.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
let's say we did something. They don't put it on the canvas no more either.
yeah.
You wanna know what that remind me of? It remind me of like how AEW started treating like Ric Flair's energy drink,
Oh, the
like
woo.
Yeah.
the woo energy.
You don't even be seeing that no more.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
And you see Rick anymore?
Right.
I don't think Rick is even going to be seen in WWE because his shit is so off the wall.
I wouldn't put it past him though. Never say never.
I know. I don't ever say never. I said I don't think, but I can see him doing it.
All right, I'm gonna head to the restroom real quick, fellas. I'll be right back.
You ain't got to announce yourself, Ray.
I'm just letting y'all know.
You know, at least you waited till after the first match, because I would have got on your ass if you had left during the first match since you want to control people's bathroom habits, right?
Oh, there you go. See there. I waited 20 seconds.
Too,
I waited 20 seconds, 19 seconds.
Little Brother Ray over here acting like Booker T scurrying off to the bathroom in between matches.
Nephew, what'd you think of the opening segment, real quick?
I thought it was great. I mean, like, that's kind of what I was expecting, like, especially with these European crowds, man. Like, you couldn't like choose a better destination to like sort of kick off, I guess, like his official heel run, like with addressing the audience and stuff. And I actually did like the explanation that he gave for like not changing his theme music and not changing his gear. He was like, I don't dress like y'all dress like me, and why the hell would I change my theme? It's my voice damn track. Like, but I'm changing my theme for. And I was like, oh, that's he tied in the whole my daytime is up, my time is now thing. And I think like we kind of said that last night in the pod. I think it was Jarek had said it and you had said it as well, Nate. About like they was gonna give you a little something, but they wasn't gonna give you they wasn't give you the full thing.
Yeah.
It's the same way Roman went. Roman had his same song for a good while, I think, up to
it was
either after WrestleMania 37 and then he debuted the new song.
Yeah.
And so
it took a little minute for the new one to grow on me.
I know, right?
The new Roman song? Or are you talking about like which one?
When he transferred from the Shield to like his like the Roman theme.
Yeah, the Tribal Chief jump.
Like it took me a second to get into it.
The Tribal Chief joint, to me, that was always Final Boss music. So what was EO saying?
EO said, put some respect on my name.
Mm-hmm.
Facts. That's facts.
Mm-hmm.
George Faxington. That's cap.
I said the lie detector determined that was a lie.
Yeah.
Do we still say cap out here? That's cap.
Yeah, that's definitely cap.
It's still a shame though. It's like this will be the second straight WrestleMania she loses a championship.
I mean,
but hey,
at least he's gonna be on WrestleMania.
At least you had it to lose it.
Lose it, yeah.
Oh, here we go.
There are women that have it way worse than that.
Yeah, it could be worse. It could be Shotzi, man. Respect the Shotzi Black out on these streets.
Yeah.
People don't think we got beef with Shotzi.
Or Piper Niven or any.
I actually like what they're doing with Piper and Alba as a
right. I like it now, but I think it's like
I'm mad they fired Isla though, because I thought Isla could have been cool with them.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, we out here boom Bianca in Brussels. That's what we doing, Brussels?
Yeah, racist ass Brussels.
And Q, this is my brutality.
Hey,
Bianca with the little short dress on. Respectfully.
we don't want the smoke, brother.
Right. We don't want a Chris Jade Cargill, Brandon Phillips situation popping up. What are you doing, Rhea? We're gonna cheer for the traditional wrestler to beat up on the non-traditionals. I see how you are, Brussels.
That's what I'm doing out here. Because you had no business being in the
She's still wearing all black too. Bianca is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bianca. So I'm going to take a page out of your book, and I'm just simply out here to watch. You're just out here to watch. So I guess you just let me watching WrestleMania. You want to be in my business? I'm going to make you my business.
Oh, here we go. Oh, she done smut. Oh. She about to power.
I knew that table wasn't gonna break.
I am the table.
That's a sturdy ass Belgian tables, man.
I know, right?
Right.
Is it like them AEW tables made out of solid oak?
It's the Dutch craftsmanship.
Yeah.
I was
I
about to
do
say.
think that
Oh.
makes more sense than
Oh.
having the tables not break than
Yeah.
always breaking and shit.
Yeah, I was
So
about to say.
how is this legal though? In the terms, like,
Right, there's no line. There's no third line.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? You
Yeah,
just
do you-
writing over the.
I'm
can't
not
do
a
that.
lawyer, but I know you can't just steal a fucking contract and sign it.
right? I don't know how they
That's-
do things in Belgium, but this is not a legally binding contract.
Yeah.
Hey, look at doggone Adam Pearce. Nigga, just snatch the contract out of her hand. She holding it right in your face. Just take the contract back. It'd be like, this is void.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Why is there graffiti everywhere?
I don't know. He found the hood in Brussels.
Just a random ass bodega in Brussels.
Yeah, yeah.
Get a chopped cheese.
Because this was.
Dang, Pierce, you move fast.
Oh,
where the hell did Gunther come from?
I know, right? Was he standing behind Rhea as she was coming in? Why did they came in together?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think when they had the segment with Dominic and Judgment Day, they were standing around. I guess in the arena, they just be letting people.
It was graffiti on the wall back there too, with Dominic and them standing.
Like, go ahead, just tag everything.
I got something nice to say, man. I am so glad this company does not have Vince anymore because, by God, the new ideas, the new creation, just the fact that we are having a drone fly through to catch some of these angles. That drone shots during the steel cage match. MSG, like, I don't know, just it's nice to see some refreshing angles and content on it. Treat the wrestling with respect, man. And it feels like we are actually treating it like an art form with the angles and the camera work and all that we're trying to do new with it. So,
and again, that's not just an issue with Vince, but that was an issue with Kevin Dunn as well.
Almost definitely
stuck in his ways. Yeah.
But do y'all see these fucking people, man? Like, but I'm all for like criticism and X, Y, and Z, right? But like, I never understood the argument of like, why is Jey Uso in this fat? Nigga, do you see these people, bro?
Right.
Like, what the hell you talking about? Why is he in this fat? Motherfucker, but he's like legitimately been like the most over person on the show for like the last 5 months.
And
here's the thing,
like
it's been longer.
Yeah,
sorry, right?
Exactly. Yeah. It ain't an overnight sensation. It's been building for a good 4 or 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
I say he was one of the biggest thing about the whole bloodline storyline kicked off with Roman taking him, and it kicked off with Jay winning that match and wanting to become something more, to become a world champion, even back in 2020. And Roman stifling him, pushing him into a spot and holding him in that spot. And then getting his brother, holding him in the tag team spot. But then they became the greatest tag team. Main evented a WrestleMania with the titles and whatnot. But that whole Sammy story, we were giving a different edge, a different version of Jey Uso, the man who had been locked up in this whole weird relationship with his cousin. Well, now he's got a friend. He's got to learn to trust somebody from outside. Like it's been him. People wanted him and Sammy to hug.
Yeah.
Sammy is loved in that, but people forget Jay was also just as loved in that exchange. So he's been putting the work in. He beyond deserves this spot.
Right. He was the original dude that was in a toxic relationship when it came to him and Roman. So yeah, it's good to see him get his flowers. And yeah, I hate these people that are like, oh well, he's basic in the ring. It's like we've known this for 10 years. It don't matter.
I don't even know what deserves means in professional wrestling. I don't, because and at any moment, one of these newbies could be pushed to the main event. I mean, they gave Sheamus the world title at his first pay-per-view.
Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah. Sheamus good though.
In my fandom,
good, but I mean, it's like I'm sure there was a lot of people mad that he got the title at the first pay-per-view. But again, I say don't be mad at him. Be mad at the system that you're in. You know,
correct.
Yeah, hate the game, not the player.
Yeah,
I would say Kali got a reign.
Yeah, Kali got a reign. Yeah,
Kali got a reign in my fandom. Come on now, Jey Uso well deserves it.
Like with these
Jinder Mahal on these streets.
Yeah, Jinder Mahal. I mean, like who?
That was rushed. Yeah. That was out of nowhere.
Yeah, they could have did that one better too. I think because I thought Jinder Mahal got a lot of undeserved vitriol for doing his fucking job and what they asked him to do. Shoot.
But I think the same of all theory. It's like the same position of somebody getting pushed into a position too soon.
Yeah.
I was gonna mention Austin Theory.
Yeah. Theory.
Again,
they do. Yeah, they do that a lot. So I mean, if you're gonna work in that company, you just have to understand that when they find what they think is their golden goose, that's how they're gonna do them. You know.
And sometimes that's in Dallas.
Hey, are y'all gonna be live for a little bit after the show go off there?
Yeah, for a little bit.
Yeah, we were gonna see if they were gonna have a press conference.
Okay, all right. Hey, if y'all still live, I'm gonna pop back in because I'm about to
lock in. Now that the beef has been squashed.
No. I'm about to log back in on these notes because I noticed like my notes I'm bullshitting a little bit. So I'm about to go log back.
You don't want to get caught in the HR office by John and Way.
Yeah.
Nah, John and Way.
There's like 3 hours missing out of this report.
Nah, John and Way. They be letting me do my thing, bro. They don't be tripping off that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna catch y'all later, bro. Y'all be smooth.
All right,
take it easy, Andrew.
Andrew Thompson joining us here for the first ever live watch here on episode 0 of Ring Theory. Ring Theory proper will be coming to y'all at some point between now and WrestleMania. Ray, when you get a chance, can you drop the link on Blue Sky? I see it on Twitter and Facebook.
All right.
Damn.
Blue Sky. Whoa.
That was quick.
That's how it should be.
Yeah, it really should.
No.
Yeah, thank you for saying that, Ray. Because he shouldn't be wasting his time beating like with these lames. He needs to beat them fast.
Oh, damn, Jay. No, brother.
Oh.
He's how good?
Is he okay?
Yeah, he okay. But yeah, that didn't look good.
That's the danger.
Almost had a top dollar type moment.
Exactly. Oh,
look, here comes Gunther with his bitch ass.
Oh,
Walter.
Slim Walt.
Yeah. Give him some get back finally.
Yeah, them Air Force Ones a little bit too big for that top rope today.
Snatch the belt.
Yeah. Oh,
give me that.
Yeah, I take your belt, fool. What you
we
gonna
running.
do?
What size
That's
that
how
belt
we do
in?
it. That's how we
I
do it
know,
in
right?
San Francisco.
That's how they do it in San Francisco.
Yeah,
Run the jewels,
We
run me my
snatch
belt.
chains and we snatch belts.
yeah, I know, right? The sucker-free city. That's what they call it.
Uh-oh, don't do the hold the belt up while I'm not the champion curse. Oh, he threw that.
To me, that don't matter unless it's like the last Raw. If it's the last Raw, I'm concerned.
Mm.
I'm glad they had him beat up like 7 dudes or whatever it was, and beating whack ass Theory. Yeah, I'm glad that. My new thing is, I'm not a heel. I'm not a baby face. I'm a human being.
I'm a human being.
I got so much Shark vibes from that shit where he was like, I'm not an avalanche. I'm a man.
I have feelings.
Okay, I get it now. That's why Cena had the Hogan colors on, because that's the colors of the Belgian flag. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I get it now. It's like, why is this yellow and black all in the back of the Raw logo?
Yeah, just like what's his name? Just like Cody had the Spain shirt, the Barcelona shirt on with the red and yellow.
Cody's a man of the people.
Yeah.
Cody represents for the he's the only traditional wrestler that rep for the non-traditionals.
Yeah.
All right. And Balor, another one.
You ain't winning Finn Balor. Not with
Do you all think that
getting coached by Heyman?
Do you think Penta's going to be in Judgment Day? Because that's what Dom wants.
Nah, I hope not. I mean, I could see it, but I hope not.
It does more for Judgment Day than it does for Penta, I think.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's like,
and then it's like there's no way you're turning Penta that quick.
Right. I'm never in favor of putting somebody overact in with somebody just to get someone that's not over, just to get them over. You know, it makes no fucking sense. Like,
essentially, he'd be the Rhea of the group, where it's like the one person people cheer in this group that and nobody else really cares about. Like outside of Liv, like you don't really care about none of these Judgment Day fools.
I'm David Ruffin, and these are the Temptations.
Right.
Yeah.
You need to go ahead and recruit R-Truth back.
Right. Like I'm surprised
dog.
that Judgment Day has lasted as long as it's lasted.
Remember when they were trying to make Judgment Day the new bloodline?
Yeah, I remember.
The North remembers.
Yeah.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Yeah.
Okay, got Doogie House out here trying to sell me some coffee.
Oh yeah.
He gonna forever be this man is like in his
this
50s.
man's 65 years old. He gonna be Doogie House.
Forever gonna be Doogie House.
That's tough.
The Doogie House was a wild show, dog. Like you had what was he supposed to be, like 16 or something?
Yeah, he was 16
as a damn medical doctor.
Yeah. Like the opening credits, they say
like
all
child labor laws don't apply in the medical field.
Like the opening credits show all of his accomplishments, like up until him being a doctor, and then they show him walking in his sneakers with the other doctors. Yeah.
If they made that show now, it'd be like that one brother that scammed them people into thinking he was a doctor.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Where it turns out Doogie wasn't really a doctor. He just like was smart and lied.
Yeah.
I think they got a show that's similar to that. It's like a young doctor, but he has like autism.
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah,
I think I don't know if it's called The Resident or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know about that because I got friends like that are autistic. Like half of them like the show, half of them think it's not a good representation.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to feel about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That stuff is always.
I think it's called The Good Doctor.
The Good Doctor. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I think The Resident is another one, or like a different
There's
doctor
so many
show.
damn doctor shows out.
So many.
Know your boy Noah Wiley got a new doctor show coming out? Like you was on
Another
a
one.
doctor show for like 15 years, dog. You going back?
Yeah.
Hey, when it makes the dollars, it makes sense.
Exactly. When the well drying out, I need
He's
some
kind
water,
of
bro.
been typecasted a little bit.
He like, damn, them ER checks was kind of nice back in the day.
Right.
Come on, man. How many more of these commercials you gonna show me?
Right.
Oh, you all don't get the.
It-
You just don't
yeah.
cut straight to the
There
thing.
you go,
They got to
Terry.
fulfill the contract, man. Until
What's
that
crazy
runs
though
out.
is like these commercials are like 20 seconds long. Like they
Yeah.
don't let that
Yeah.
man
Be
say
quick,
nothing.
like,
Oh,
yeah.
American Alpha came out, so y'all know. Like I've been blessed that for whatever reason, my Netflix gets the international feed.
Oh, he got that Netflix
Oh,
platinum.
okay.
That's what it
Ooh.
is.
He's got the
So
NordVPN or something.
no, I have no VPN on.
Nah, you
That's the weirdest thing. No
You-
matter what, it's on my laptop right now. I have it on that TV. It works no matter what. I never.
Oh,
the only
wow.
commercials I get
Yeah.
is the WWE 2K25 one right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Half
do
it.
think. I do think
half of your house
eventually-
in Canada.
I mean, we not far from the. I'm like 26 minutes away from the border,
That's
but
probably
and
what it
maybe
is.
that's
Yo.
what
You got
plays
that, you got
into
that
it.
Canadian
But
Netflix.
man,
No,
it's not like that.
Well, my bad, Chris. You were gonna say something.
No, I said I think Netflix eventually will start showing certain local market commercials.
Mhm.
Once this shit becomes a little bit more sophisticated,
There are
because
so
my
many damn
Netflix
commercials
crashes
on
out
here.
a lot when
Yeah.
Raw's on.
The
Well,
world's
really
chocolate
blessed.
capital.
Yeah.
I feel really blessed there.
See, now they're talking about chocolate. Now they got me think.
And cut right to Bianca.
I
Y'all
know.
ain't slick. Y'all ain't
That's what I
slick.
was saying. We were talking about milk before, and now the chocolate. I was like, oh, that's gonna be an innuendo.
Y'all ain't slick. Talking about the chocolate capital of the world. Yeah, that's not how contracts work, Rhea Ripley.
I
This
know,
man
right?
Pierce had to say, "Let me turn around and grab my glasses so I can like
Right.
suspend some
Yeah.
disbelief that I just don't take it away from her right now."
Right.
Are you signing
Exactly.
that? Yes, you are signing that. No, don't sign that.
Yeah.
She had the portfolio in his face for like the last 2 minutes.
Right.
He could have just even now.
I remember a long time ago. It was
Homie, it's touched your fingers.
yeah.
It's a legal
You got
document.
All right. At
Oh!
least they did this though.
Oh, there we
Why
go.
that sound like church bells?
Yeah. Beat her ass.
Church. Oh,
Ice in the throat. Oh man.
whoa.
Damn.
Oh, see, they
Yeah.
turn
I
into
do like
non-traditional.
I do like the build for this three-way way better than the one they did with Rhonda and then
Well, this one makes sense.
You
Yeah,
have
this-
this.
they've got legitimate stakes against each other, you know?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
they
Miz
just
never beat EO 1-on-1.
right. Charlotte, they just threw her in that shit.
Mm.
It was like
We
All
don't.
they got to do is put some white out over Rhea's name, and she done.
yeah.
You ain't you got to worry about her.
Just reprint the contract.
Exactly. Oh, here we go.
Okay. You got the LWO coming out.
Yeah, LWO versus American Made. Get another subliminal message.
When do y'all think we get the next Ray Dom match?
Probably next year.
Next year.
And
What's
there's
Mania
no
next
way.
year? Have they announced it yet?
Yeah.
New
New
Orleans.
Orleans.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Either next year.
We gonna
or
see the
probably-
debut of Ricky Superdome.
Get out. Get
Yo, Jay was wild for that one. Want some Ricky Superdome? Come
It's
on,
like-
dog.
I ain't even mean it that way. Like I was just
Oh,
talking about the
man.
building, the football field. Jay had to make it all.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yes, we mean Jay Lacey, not Gerard. Number 2, Jay Lacey.
Yes.
No, no.
They don't all look alike, Chris. Chris is like, you know what? I'm not a heel. I'm not a baby face. I'm a human being.
I'm a human being.
I do feel like Dragon Lee's been diminished through the LWO.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Chris?
I said I think that line is gonna get meme to death.
Yeah. Now he killed me when he was like, y'all been saying for 15 years you can't see me. I'm invisible. It's not funny. I was like, I think it's funny.
I'm part of the problem. I'm definitely part of the problem.
But that's the thing, though. He been feeding into it too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that. This logic is more fuzzy than the Drew McIntyre logic. Like Cena has definitely been enabling these fuckers for decades.
But he's tired of it now, Chris. That's the difference.
Yeah. He's tired of it, I guess. Yeah. That's the get back right there. He's tired.
And the craziest part is he was at no more point accepted prior to the heel turn than he has been in this last year. You have not really been doing the Cena sucks.
No.
I've been there live, and it's been mostly, hey, we're happy to see you. Hey, it's John Cena.
Yeah.
Oh, look,
I thought his thing would be like, I've been losing and I blame y'all for it or something shit, you know.
That would have made a little bit more sense.
Yeah. But you know, like that, I do think they're gonna still change his music eventually. Just probably not immediately, if they do it at all.
You gonna give him a Travis Scott song?
Yeah.
To me, if he wins, if he wins the belt at Mania, things change. If
when he
does
does
a character arc, then it doesn't.
Right.
He winning that damn belt. That's what I think.
Yeah, me too.
And I think that's the only thing that makes sense. Unless he is retiring early, you know.
I'm gonna be the only man on this hill to say he taking that L.
No.
Seen that L in 5.
But Gerard, so how do you explain, like, if he does all this and he aligns with the board member of TKO, he does all this and then he ends up losing, like, where do you go from there?
You look yourself in the mirror. You've said your truth now. Today you said one of your biggest truths. And you said it your way, in a hurtful way that wasn't really the most constructive way you could have gone about that. But you need to get it off your chest, and so that's the way it came out.
Yeah.
Cool. You've aligned yourself with somebody who himself, whether it's been Hollywood or in actual wrestling, which they'll probably only acknowledge the wrestling part of it. The Rock has had a very tumultuous relationship with the fans that wanted him to die back in 1996 when he first got back in the game as a rookie. So he's had a very awful relationship with them too. So who better to talk to John than one of his closest rivals? Hey, I'm gonna help you get to where you need to be. You help me with this. Look, they already love your replacement. They already moving on past you. I'm gonna immortalize you forever. Well, John fails. It's like a boss. If The Rock is the final boss, we need multiple villains. Loki was a villain to stop the Avengers. Thanos was the bigger threat. Rock is Thanos.
Right.
And to me, John is Loki in Avengers 1 because the Mind Stone and the spear was tainting him. All the hurt, all the energy. There's a lot of different things tainting John right now, but there's a lot of truths that he's not lying about. That as fans, we do need to come to some reckoning with him, but it's not in this fashion that he's going in the wrong way about it.
Right.
And so to me, this is a character arc. If he wins at Mania, then his message of like never give up, do it the right way is then, in my opinion, kind of burned. And you show the kids, hey, you can do it good, then take a shortcut when you need to, and then later down the line, just be a good guy, and then everybody's gonna forgive you in the end that you did that stuff, and we're not even gonna have to talk about the bad stuff I did earlier this year. I don't think you can get back to a baby face by the end of this year in a good, concise way without this just being an arc for him instead of the main story for him.
Right. That's why I was thinking that this should probably end at next year's WrestleMania if he's got the schedule to do it, you know.
Give it some more time.
Yeah, because I think doing it this short is just kind of like what you were just saying. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like enough time.
Yeah. Now, what Gerard saying makes a lot. I think, and he said it before when we talked about Elimination Chamber. Like it makes a lot of sense. I just don't think that's what they're going to do.
Right.
I think he's going to win the belt. We're going to get a heel run for like 6 months or whatever, and then they're going to slowly transition him back in whatever way they figure out how to transition him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like what he's saying does make a lot of sense. Like if they had the time and the desire to tell the story, I think that'd be a good way to do it.
Yeah. But I don't have any reckoning I need to do with Cena. That's the only thing. When he was lame, I booed his ass because he fucking lame, not for any other reason. Yeah,
you're the reason this happened,
and I don't feel bad for doing.
You're the reason that little Belgian boy,
Belgian
boy. You're the reason the little Belgian boy crying tonight.
Like
and that Belgian man, like that dude, the grown man looked sadder than the kid.
He did.
Yeah. I was riding with Cena even when the fans start booing him. The only time I stopped is when he started like when he every time he would lose or somebody would hit him or attack him, he'd come out and cut a promo like he wasn't mad,
just
like
joke it off.
Funny that they beat his ass. I was like, this shit is lame now.
Yeah, I was like, I had to go back because one of my favorite matches, of course, we're gonna talk about my boy Cope, aka Edge. Edge versus John Cena TLC match 2006, Unforgiven. And it's like when he had it in Toronto, and it was like everybody was just booing vociferously, and they were throwing things at Cena, and Cena came in with like tears in his eyes, and then he leaves with the title, and he hugs his dad because this was after his dad had been attacked by Edge in his own home, and it's like all this emotion, and you seeing Cena is like kind of be vulnerable.
Cena,
it was like,
because Cena had beat Edge had beaten him in Boston.
SummerSlam.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so and then I'm wondering, well, you know what? And I think this was like when the network had become or I think it was during the pandemic. I was like, I wonder how he reacted right after that. So I was like, let me go pull up the Raw after that show. And sure enough, comes out all smiles, joking, saying stupid jokes. And then I think they set up something later on with like another person.
Right.
It was like this dude didn't learn, like he ain't like you said, Chris, is like there was no like evolution in his character.
Right, yeah.
It was just especially after like this blood feud with Edge. Like you threw this man into the Long Island Sound, like you did all this stuff to this man.
Well, I think that's part of the story that we treat him like a character in a show that when we turn on our TV, we want to see John Cena. Oh, that's my hero. Just like I turn on Friends, Ross and Rachel are the same way. When I turn on Martin, Martin's acting like Martin. Like he's always going to be Martin to me. So they want him. That's why he's
no, that's the thing. Here, see, this is why I don't like Cena back in those days, because Martin did have some evolution. If you really watch the show, he went from the radio. Martin got fired from his job, and for a whole fucking season he was looking for another job, and then he finally landed that word on the street job when he became that Love Doctor episode, you know. And Rachel and Ross had some I watched very limited amount of Friends. That shit was too white for me. But they had some,
it was too traditional, Chris.
Right, but they had some character arc.
Chris said I ain't here for no damn Friends.
Yeah.
Which also, if y'all don't know, for our listeners, friends, it has not been stated officially, but it was stolen from Living Single.
Yes.
Indeed.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yes.
NBC's head official. They're like, "What show do you wish you got?"
No, it was
Living
Warner
Single.
Brothers stealing from themselves because they're both Warner Brothers shows, right?
Mm.
And
Yeah, true
then
that.
Warner Brothers created Living Single, and they're like, "Oh, what if this
They're like, this is
formula-
good, but it could be a little bit more traditional.
Yeah, we could get this formula to work better with white people."
Yes, that's exactly what they said.
So that's what they did. But both of those shows are Warner Brothers shows.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Don't forget that.
Yeah, Living Single was on point back in the day.
Yeah, and I thought Friends was because Living Single, Friends, they were just a bunch of yuppies on that show. Like Rachel worked at that coffee house and was somehow able to afford a New York City apartment, not just a New York apartment, a Manhattan
apartment.
Yeah, it's like, come on, man.
I don't know how 90s prices was doing, but
Right,
inflation is
I
real.
was in New York. I spent a lot of time in New York in the 90s, and even
Chris
back
was a member of the
then.
Terror Squad.
Right, yeah. Because my aunt
Don't want to be a playing no more.
Yeah. Yeah, my aunt lived in
Okay,
Brooklyn.
Seth with the understated fit tonight.
Yeah.
Like that's actually something a normal human being would wear.
Yeah.
Aside from
This actually a cool get up he's got on.
Aside from like the Ringmaster tails.
Yeah. Or when he had the Super Mario Brothers shoes.
Oh yeah, them little boots.
Yeah.
Little cut.
I saw other people wearing that at school. I saw one of my students wearing that shit, and I was like, "Look, man, you wear that shit again."
Oh, the red boots.
Yeah, the red ones.
Damn, I'm still mad they cut Seth out of Captain America. That could have been his big break.
I was very curious to see where that was going to go with that in a certain society.
Well, it was probably a nothing role, and they're just like
one scene.
Yeah, they're like, okay, we're good.
He's probably just laughing the whole scene.
Well, he was Sidewinder, and that's what Carlos.
Giancarlo.
That's what he ended up being.
Yeah.
So I think he had a more grounded version of him than the old comic book version.
I mean, you can't argue with the upgrade. Like,
right.
No shade to Seth, but Giancarlo is that dude.
Yeah, Giancarlo is one of the greatest actors there is, man.
Seth threw his own shade in an interview, saying like, "Hey, it's a big company. My acting, it might not be where it was." He brought that up in an interview about him being taken out of the movie.
Yeah,
so
because
even he knew.
One thing I do notice about wrestling actors is a lot of them are good on wrestling, but when they do movies, it's just they can't hit the same beats the same way, Like Hogan was always good on wrestling, but anytime he did a movie, it was he just couldn't act, man. It was every movie he did sucked.
Even the movie where he was basically playing himself in No Holds Barred.
Right, and that sucked too. Like, it was like Rocky. I'll give him Rocky because that was like Sly Stallone played to his strengths,
Right.
But like everything else, man, is just he just couldn't act. And even like those WWE movies, every single one of those movies.
Like really, it's like outside of like because I don't know a whole lot about like the luchadors that are like big movie stars in Mexico. But if we're just talking about America, it's Rock, Cena, and Batista.
Yeah. Those are the three. Yeah, and even Cena had to learn because that when he was in those WWE films,
Marine movies.
Were not great. I think James Gunn played to Cena's strengths like the best, probably, and maybe Judd Apatow to a lesser extent.
Yeah. That was in the movie with LeBron and them.
Yeah.
Train wreck.
Yeah. Right. One of the few Amy Schumer vehicles I actually like.
Right. Yeah. I know, right?
But that's the thing too. I think that speaks to because I think a lot of people would kind of say like to benefit wrestlers is like they're used to going like having a script, memorize it in like an hour or something, get on live, one take, and is like they can just knock it out. but I think that says something. What you guys are saying is like, it is good to kind of play into one character that you've kind of been playing
Right.
like 5, 10, 15
Right.
years. But if you're given like a different style of character that you have to adapt to, then that could be a little bit more challenging.
And I feel like
Right.
wrestlers make better TV actors because there is a difference between TV and film.
Yeah, that's that too. Yeah.
And you also have to think about their characters are supposedly some form of an extension of yourself. And so when
Right,
you've gotten
yeah.
comfortable playing that version of you,
Uh-huh.
now you are being put into a character that you did not create and you have to now
You gotta
embody.
act.
That can be a much bigger task.
Right.
to
Yeah.
yourself
It
up.
really is. Yeah. It's not like instant. Like even with The Rock, the Hollywood knew his charisma. They had to kind of groom him into being what he is today. You know.
Right.
It wasn't like an overnight.
And then once he found that note, he just stuck with it. He's like, I'm playing Hobbs and everything, even if it ain't a Fast and the Furious movie. I'm playing Hobbs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
My role.
He did take some chances. In his early movies, he did take some chances.
Mm-hmm.
But
I
then
really
Be
Cool. I really
Cool,
like
yeah,
this
Be
role.
Cool is good. What's the movie? By the guy that made Donnie Darko.
Sutherland Tales.
Southland Tales.
Southland.
That's an interesting movie. Like he tries.
Yeah.
Check out the Rocky Maivia picture show.
You know, this episode of that.
And then the thing with The Rock too is he's kind of got that Schwarzenegger thing going on where he's got the charisma and he doesn't necessarily even need to be a good actor for the movies that he's in.
Auto passed the torch to him in The Rundown.
Right, yeah. And that's
you got that from now, kid.
Yeah.
Like, okay, now that the lights are on, I can see it's like green and black. That's a little weird. His Green Lantern jacket on.
I thought it was his new Jack City look at first and talked about green.
I know, right?
It's different
shades
of
gold
green.
chain with it.
Yeah.
New Jack City look.
Looking like Martin in that one episode with the tough dog.
He was trying to figure out who stole his CD, DVD players.
Oh yeah.
He went all New Jack City on them.
You know these motherfuckers gonna sing the hell out of this song.
Yeah.
Play dead. Stay.
Yeah, when it fell down. Sit.
I think out of the abnormal stuff he's worn, that jacket is still
on the Seth Rollins scale, this is toned down.
Yeah,
pretty muted.
Looking like a member of Jodeci.
Yeah,
I think the Seth Rollins scale should be: would you wear it?
Exactly. That's the. That's funny.
It's the most tame thing he would have that I would wear.
They're keeping the freaking on.
I'm glad they didn't keep the freaking as an official part of his name.
Yeah.
And they're like.
They took the freaking out. They took Big out of Brunson Reed.
Yeah, like you could just.
So that wasn't already obvious. Yeah. I think was Rhea Bloody Ripley like an official thing or no?
I don't know. That's
I think that was just Rhea saying it. Yeah, she kept getting it in, but I don't think it was ever like her name.
Yeah,
like Seth freaking Rollins was on the damn Chiron.
Yeah, on the Chiron. Yeah.
Like doggone Jackie would have to say, "We are a few minutes away from speaking to Seth freaking Rollins," and he's coming down. I was like, "You can't say that with a straight face."
The Muffin Man.
Now they're getting the CM Punk chants in.
We're gonna get the OTCs.
You called it.
Echo, what time is it? Okay.
To Alexa lights.
Oh yeah, I do need to say that. Echo lights. I forgot to turn them on.
Chris used to be sitting in the shop before we went on the air like a locked character on the game. You don't have enough VC to unlock Professor Ely yet.
Yeah.
Have y'all played Def Jam Fight for New York?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love.
Oh,
it.
that's suspect right there.
I used to wear that game out. I used to stay up until like 6 and 7 in the morning.
The second game was the third game was such a disappointment.
Oh,
Right,
man,
yeah.
Icon sucked, man.
Icon, yeah.
Yeah, Icon, yeah. That wasn't good. Because that was like you had to earn all these little different.
Yeah, and then it was like a fighting game plus like a management
Right.
simulation because you had to run your record label. Like, I didn't
Right.
sign up for this.
Anthony Hamilton. I'm sorry, Anthony Anderson. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry,
And
man.
I love the music on the original one too. You know, like that they had that Joe Budden song on there.
They'll pump it up.
Yeah.
Like the Joe Budden song.
Yeah, I know, right?
Or the one where it was like, "Come and take a walk with me."
Oh, the other Joe Budden song.
Yeah. I need for all of y'all to see what I'm going through, feel what I'm going through, and see what I see. Yeah.
Yeah, that game was wild.
Yeah.
I'm surprised I guess because of rights, but I was like, I'm surprised they haven't tried to reboot it.
Right, yeah.
You know how much money everybody's gonna want nowadays out of that?
And you ain't even really got you'd have to use the classic rappers because it's like ain't nobody trying to fight with Lil Yachty.
Ain't nobody trying to fight Drake, Little Yachty. None of it. Maybe you throw Drake so people could beat up on him, but
yeah,
right, yeah.
When Drake win the fight, I gotta go bed.
Yeah.
I was really, really trying to keep it PG.
Yeah.
So
But I was thinking, why should I let them boys have all the fun? I was thinking maybe I'll make a little trip.
All right, so we're officially 2 hours deep in the Raw now.
that's what I was about to say. So what are they keeping for the main event then?
It's
IC
Finn
title.
and
The IC
LeBron.
title. Yeah.
Finn and LeBron Breaker.
LeBron Breaker get.
Oh man, time for my dog on Netflix to start acting up.
All night long, you've been singing with your beautiful voices, and I don't want to take that away from you. We got one more match here tonight. That is the main.
One more match
for the Intercontinental Championship.
We got a whole hour.
What?
Yeah. He's having an Intercontinental match, like
that match ain't going no damn like 40 minutes.
How many
They might
times?
end. They might end 2:30.
Yeah. Unless we get a big closing angle.
yeah.
Cena comes back out.
To me, this has been like a tourist kind of Raw, you know, where it's like they're just doing things to make the people in Brussels happy, but nothing is really pushing any storyline.
I mean, we got the main event already with Cena and Cody. Everything else is just kind of
right. Yeah. Like they had Jay get back, which is cool.
I'm gonna have to go soon because I gotta get ready for my meeting. But I want to propose a question to you all. After this segment, and it was a nothing promo segment, but does the final boss story end when we have created a new Avengers? And are we looking at the Avengers being the story of Seth and Roman bringing their friendship back together, Punk being there alongside them, and Cody being that big four, your Avengers? To end Dwayne. They all have brought up Dwayne in some way, shape, or form. maybe even a rehabilitated John Cena.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Ray?
I mean, I could see that. I don't know. You have to go pretty deep in the year in order to get that rehabilitated Cena. But
next Monday they're in Glasgow.
Oh, Glasgow. Oh yeah, yeah. But I can see like
we getting another
high
Cody
power
Cena segment next Monday.
But yeah, I could see by the end of the year you get, or at least by like SummerSlam, we'll get like with your powers combined type situation, or like a Voltron where you get like Seth and Roman reuniting and all that stuff. Because we still have yet to see the fallout between Roman and Rock like that.
Right. We still got to see Roman and Rock. We still got to see Cody and Rock, really. But yeah, I could see it. I think that would be more building towards next year's Mania, though.
Yeah.
Karrion Kross still looks weird with hair.
Yeah. And he's like, someone told me he does hair in the style of the wrestlers that he's competing against, and then they showed a bunch of clips and
yeah. Like when he was talking to AJ and he had it just down without it being in the ponytail.
Right, yeah.
Like, I know we're here in Brussels, but you still can't convince me the world is round, Karrion Kross. Never forget.
Dang.
Yeah.
This man said the earth was flat.
Yeah.
I say, brothers, it was an honor to sit here on this first Ring Theory watch along with Raw. We're looking at a potential WrestleMania match right there.
Yeah.
Breaker versus Penta.
Sheamus. He ain't never getting that IC title reign.
Yeah.
I thought this was gonna be the year. Well, where's that man at?
Yeah.
Now we appreciate you, Gerard, for hanging out with us, man, on the first ever Monday Night Raw, Monday afternoon Raw live watch.
Yes, indeed. We appreciate you, brother. Thank you for stopping in.
Hey, well, brother, it's your birthday. So once again, happy birthday, brother Ray. I hope you have some time to rest. Y'all have been on a marathon. What? This is hour 6 or 7. Y'all on now.
Yeah.
You know, we took a 6-hour break in between shows, but you know, we back.
Hey, the grind is real. So keep it up, keep the hard work, and hey, it's always gonna be nefarious over here. So I see y'all on the other side.
Y'all give it up for Downtown Brown. He's not a face, he's not a heel, he's just a human being, ladies and gentlemen.
Just a human being.
Take it easy, Downtown.
But yes, if you want to join Ray, Chris, and myself for this main event, you still got time. If you're a member of the Patreon, click the link on Patreon. It's the first link available, and you can hop on with us if you are a patron. $5 gets you in the door. If you want to pay more, we will not stop you. Patreon.com/Nefarious Media Network.
And brother Chris, you spoke it up. We had Karrion come out with AJ, and it looked like the hairstyles were similar once again.
Right, yeah.
Okay, we got a Rey Mysterio TurboTax commercial.
And he's wearing his mask.
Because we all got the
or at the beach sipping pina coladas.
We go right from Ray to Terry.
Yeah.
Hopefully this is the last Terry commercial of the night.
Yeah. They had Rey Mysterio drinking one of them real American pisses.
Damn, Ray, you know if you drink it, they're gonna deport you, brother.
Yeah.
I know you're a citizen, but they don't care.
Yeah.
They really don't.
I think he was born in San Diego, wasn't he? Or was he born in Mexico? Yeah. They don't give a fuck shit.
That'd be crazy. They're gonna deport the whole LWO. Joaquin Wild like, hey bro, I'm not even Latino. I've been perpetrating this whole time.
Yeah.
You know how long it took me to realize that Joaquin Wild was actually DJ Z from TNA? It took me a minute.
Zeba Iron.
You took you that long?
Yeah. It took me a little minute because I thought he just disappeared.
Well, I mean, I used to always say when he was Zima Ion that he looked like when C Thomas Howell was the black guy in Soul Bad. Yeah, I used to think that's how Zima Ion looked.
Mhm.
So him being a perpetrator kind of like fits to me.
He like, you know, every group got to have a perpetrator. DJ Z in the LWO.
Mhm.
Jamie Noble was one of the young dragons back in the day.
Yeah, they had the mask on. That's funny. They did
what
that
part
with
of Japan you from? Tuscaloosa?
Yeah, they did that with they did that with Paul Diamond in WWE also.
Oh, the Orient Express.
Yeah, because because when they lost Sato, he became the new guy and he wore the mask.
Yeah.
So they could hide the fact that he was a white guy.
Ray don't know nothing about that. Back in the day.
And that's over my head.
You know, it ain't as far back as Nick Bockwinkel, but it's a little back.
Right, yeah. The only reason why I know the Nick Bockwinkel stuff is because my uncle used to watch wrestling, and
that's just a funny name.
Yeah,
like Nick Bockwinkel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think John and Wade, like back in the I want to say back in the Law days, turned me on
Nick Bockwinkel.
Nick Bockwinkel, yeah.
Yeah,
I think John did he did something on like Nick Bockwinkel and him teaming up.
He was the commissioner in WCW in like '94.
Yeah,
I want to say, yeah.
Man, don't be giving me this Triple H propaganda.
I know, right? You're
all the Vecca agenda.
Yeah.
That's what the Hall of Fame is going to be, pretty much.
I like how Triple H this year he made it's like, okay, we're not doing the Hall of Fame in the stupid wrestling ring. We're actually gonna go to an event center,
right?
to do it.
I'm not accepting this in the ring.
Man.
That's the thing. Well, I was gonna. Oh, go ahead. Go, Chris.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to say, and that's the thing too. It's like what? Why are you cutting corners? You got all this money, but yeah, you're like, you know what? We just gonna have it right after the SmackDown.
Yeah,
we just gonna put up some balloons.
Like, why couldn't you just for SmackDown that week make it the Hall of Fame ceremony? And
exactly.
Not, it's like, why are you this ring shit? And it just looked so fucking tacky. It didn't look like a Hall of Fame at all. You know, like when you watch the NBA Hall of Fame or they don't do that shit in the middle
on a basketball court.
Hey.
All right, so we got Finn Balor getting ready to take on LeBron break on these streets, Ray.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, LeBron.
And
break.
Somewhere Carmelo Hayes is just watching, like it could have been me.
Yeah.
Could have been me.
So that hits. So, do you guys? Well, this might. I don't know if this is a 1-to-1 comparison or 1-to-1 accurate analogy, but if we talking about Braun, is he the Brawny where not things getting handed to him, but he getting put in positions, even though he may not fully be. Well, he might be ready.
He's not, before you even finish that sentence, he's not Bronny James, man.
I know in terms of quality, I understand. Like he's way above.
I mean, yes, he benefits from nepotism, but he also has earned it.
Yeah.
Two things can be true
because here's the thing with that, they fucking hate Scott Steiner, and if you listen to Scott Steiner's last CVV interview, he really doesn't like them. So it's like I don't think there's any kind of Rick Steiner is probably ambivalent towards the WWE. I don't know if he hates them, but I don't think he's necessarily like a fan of them.
Yeah. He take
Scott
that
Steiner
Legends
still
contract
hates
out.
those. Yeah, Scott Steiner still doesn't like those fuckers. I think the only reason why he made good and got into the Hall of Fame was to like make sure his sons and Bronson were good. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like
And he signed that Legends deal so he can get the video game money.
right, yeah. But
Oh,
he doesn't sound like he's like any of that shit is dead. I mean, he was a little bit nicer to WWE in that CVV interview, but it wasn't that much nicer. He was still speaking his mind.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Alicia Taylor got the fresh dew for Brussels.
Mm. I gotta send this email out, so I'm probably gonna disappear for a second.
Gotcha.
Go ahead, do what you gotta do, Professor. He gonna send a letter to the faculty. I'm not a heel. I'm not a face.
I need to give him one of those letters.
Human being.
I know I'm gonna get reamed for missing that staff meeting this morning.
Chris about to cut a heel promo on the staff.
Right, yeah. I was tightening up this Stephen A. Smith article I'm writing now, so it's kind of like, you know, I like to be fact based when I do these things.
Yeah, it's crazy. This man just skyrocketed and Mellow still.
Right.
I see it though. Like I said last night, I see it though. Like if you were just looking at what the WWE has typically promoted, Carmelo ain't gonna be that dude. Like no matter how good he is, just because he doesn't have the look.
Right. Yeah. That's the unfortunate part. That's why I think that like if Swerve stayed in WWE and his contract would have ran out, I think he still would have left, even if he didn't get released. You know.
He said he would have left after being in a tag team with the Miz.
Well, I don't know. Probably. Like Swerve was just not gonna go anywhere in that company. No. Triple H barely liked him.
Hit Row was dead as soon as they went to the main roster.
Right. Yeah. Like Triple H at least recognized he was talented, but he was never gonna give him like a sustained push. What the fuck is Keith Lee doing? Is he injured or something?
I think he still might be injured.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just unfortunate what happened with Keith Lee, man.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, AEW Shelton Benjamin a resurgence, so who's to say they won't do that with
Keith Lee?
With Keith Lee, yeah.
They got to try to make us believe that Finn could win this match.
Right, yeah.
Like, that ain't happening. They gave Bronson, not Bronson, they gave Braun like the basic powerhouse move set from WWE 2K.
Yeah.
I got a spear, I got a clothesline, I got a power slam. Which one you need? Okay.
And then mix in the military press with the power slam. You combine 2 in 1.
Like, why are we still doing that on these damn Netflix shows? Like cutting a break during a big spot.
Yeah.
The Electric State. Is this the movie the Russo brothers did?
I think so.
I think so, yeah.
I'm not hearing good reviews for it, but it looks interesting.
I heard it
Mhm.
costs like 200, 300
Yeah,
million.
it's not gonna make his money back because it costs so damn much.
Yeah.
Well, none of these movies, like, did you see the box office this weekend? Like, none of these movies that have came out in the last 3 weeks, like Cap 4 isn't making all the money in the world, but it still is probably gonna make 400 million when it's all said and done. But like the movie that was number one last week was damn Mickey 17. That only made like $8 million in its first week. And then the movie that knocked Mickey 17 out this week was Novocaine, and Novocaine only made like $7 million this week.
Yeah.
And it had like I think Mickey 17 had like $180 million. Novocaine, one of them, had like $180 million budget, and they only made $7 million the first week.
Yeah, it's the movie industry is. I don't think it's ever gonna go away, but it's not what it used to be. You know, like they're like. I just waited for Sonic 3 to come to Paramount Plus. Yeah. You know?
I feel like they still don't understand like the pandemic changed people's viewing habits.
Yeah.
Right.
And so it's like unless it's something that you absolutely have to see in the movie theaters, you can just wait 3 weeks and it'll be on like that damn Mickey 17 gonna be on streaming next week. And it's like it literally just came out 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, like we're like this. We're in such a like microwave society that like I mean, everything you could get these days is quick. You don't have to leave your house. You don't have to leave your house to buy groceries.
Nope.
You don't have to leave your house to order food. Not just pizza and Chinese food, but you get any kind of food you want.
You can get beer on the delivery now.
You get beer and wine and shit, man. Like
I remember when I first moved to Canada and like they had beer delivery up there. I was like, this is the most amazing thing I've seen in my life.
Yeah.
You mean I ain't got to leave the house to get beer?
Right.
You can order your real American beer in peace, Nate.
I ain't gotta let nobody know I'm buying it. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, just leave it at the door, brother.
I drink Pabst Blue Ribbon before I drink
the real
American beer. Yeah, man.
I haven't drank a beer in like a month now, Chris. It's going on a month. And I've only drank out of this month maybe 5 days. And when I have drunk, I've been drinking wine.
Yeah,
because it feels less heavier. Like I don't feel as sluggish in the morning.
Yeah, I've only drinking 3 times in the last 2 years. I haven't even drinking this year at all yet.
This man raw dog in life, ladies and gentlemen.
But that's the stem cell treatment that they to get, so I have to do all these things. And now I'm doing this anti-inflammatory diet.
Yeah.
It's just boring.
And that's the thing. Like when I went to the doctor for like my knee and my ankle, he was like, a lot of time like that beer, just because of like the yeast and the sugar and all that in there. Yeah. Screw with your joints.
Yeah, like it's like I remember my uncle used to call beer because he would toss me a beer in the morning, and I'd be like, I'm not trying to drink beer at 8 o'clock in the morning. And he was like, he said it's only cornflakes in a can, son. He says it's got all the same ingredients as a box of cornflakes. Look at the rest. Look at the ingredients. And I'm like, oh, okay. Drinking beer at 7 in the morning.
Like, damn, dog.
Yeah.
Cornflakes in a can.
Yeah.
But now that's like I was telling Brittany the other day, Ray. Like that's all the weight I've lost has just been from not drinking as much beer. Like we're not drinking any beer at all this month, and then eating earlier, like for dinner.
Yeah.
Other than that, like I ain't been exercising or nothing because I ain't got the time.
Yeah.
But I'm still losing weight just because I'm not eating at 10 o'clock and going right to bed.
Yeah, like eating habits is a big part of like those weight issues. I know that from experience.
It come down.
What the hell is this shit, man?
Chris is through with the Judgment Day.
They got to throw in the shenanigans.
Okay, we gonna get the military press with the. He was going for it, Ray.
Yeah. Dude, I'm still lagging behind y'all, man.
No,
Don't
you
tell me
ain't got
that.
that VIP Netflix like downtown had.
I know, right? Yeah. Oh, he went for it. Oh.
That's what I just said, right?
I know. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I'm like 10, 15 seconds behind.
This is the times where I think wrestlers need to go to the other company. Is when they've really just given up on you in the one company. Why not go to the other company? You know, it's like,
Man,
especially
Carlito ain't done nothing since he been back, really.
right. Yeah,
Not really.
I mean, he was a Universal Champion for a day. You reached the pinnacle. Go to the other company, man.
Oh, you talking about Finn? Yeah.
About Finn, yeah.
Finn, yeah, talk about.
I think Finn would actually do well in AEW.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'm
I
like,
think
what
it's
was
I think
Carlito
it's a case by case basis, you know.
Yeah.
Like someone like an Andrade is just gonna do the
Here we
same
go.
thing in both
Spear.
companies.
Oh no.
Damn.
Evil.
You doing too much, Braun Breaker.
Yeah, he's gonna have to tone that shit down.
Like, nah, bro.
Like,
that was unnecessary for this match, dog.
yeah.
This ain't no pay-per-view player.
He's gonna end up being like his uncle.
You'll see it in 5 seconds, Ray.
Oh, I think I saw it now. It was like it was like it was all fun and games when you did it. I show speed, but don't do that to me, brother.
This man do it like there's no reason for that, man. It's like that bump Big E used to take where he would like go out of the ring
that was
sideways.
a dangerous bump too. Yeah.
Like no reason for that, dog. Especially not on no damn regular ass Raw. Like save it for the pay-per-view, kid. Don't let these people in Belgium hype you up like that, dog. They ain't got to pay your medical bills.
For real.
Okay. Imagine the Demon in AEW. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
And the Demon actually wins because, like, every time they bring the Demon out, the Demon be losing lately.
Yeah.
So it's been a while since he did bring the Demon out.
Was it during that match with Edge?
I
was
think
that the
so.
last time?
Yeah.
I think
that he lost that one.
Yeah. Spear. Nope. Don't tell me that.
Shit, but maybe I'm gonna let this match run for a little minute.
He got the power slam this time.
Shit, I can get used to Raws at 3 and 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
I know, right?
And I like it. Mondays is usually my day off too. Shoot.
Yeah.
I play it on my commute home on my phone.
Is this the main event of tonight's show?
Yeah.
Okay.
But Braun's not gonna lose because they already setting up Braun versus Penta.
Yeah.
And we're not doing another 3-way. You don't reach your 3-way limit.
Yeah.
Well, Finn could just sign a contract that's already been signed. It's the precedent for it, Chris.
Yeah. Yeah, this was just the episode of Raw to make the people in Brussels happy. It seems like,
like outside of Cena, Cody is just a regular ass Raw.
Yeah. And Cena and Cody didn't even really progress.
It didn't even really hit for Chris.
It's just kind of Cody. I mean, Cena explained himself in that promo a little bit, but I mean, it wasn't.
Okay. The Frankensteiner.
Yeah. Don't call that shit a Hurricane Rana.
Yeah. Scott Steiner will yell at you like he yelled at Pollock.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
Okay, so Braun Breaker retains with the spear to send the Brussels crowd home happy unless there's something else coming up later.
Yeah.
I told you, don't tell me that. I told you I'm 10 seconds behind.
Spoiler alert. Okay, and Brian getting jumped. Penta gonna come out to save him, though, I bet you.
Yeah. These lames. Look at Carlito.
I was gonna say Carlito ain't done nothing since he got signed.
He just bounced from from faction to faction. He would be perfect in AEW. He just bounced from faction. He bounced from the premier athletes to the whoever
with the Michael Jackson suit on. I'm mad they got all the non-traditional people stealing belts tonight.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of messages that sending to the kids?
But I guess it's safe to say Penta isn't joining the Judgment Day, y'all.
No, I don't. I hope not. Yeah, I think. So that's the WrestleMania match.
Brian and Penta. That's gonna be a hell of a match, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think Braun will win the match, but yeah.
That man, Braun said, "This is a belt for traditional wrestlers only, sir."
He didn't steal it; it was just left behind. Finders keepers.
Okay, so that is the end of Raw. No segment after this.
Yeah.
So Raw was a little short tonight. They didn't go to full 3 hours.
You could have missed this, Raw. You really could have. It wasn't anything special on it. Yeah. I didn't have to go to Fullerton today anyway, but like if I did have to go, I would have felt bad if I
next live episode March 24th at 4 p.m.
Yeah.
Live from Scotland. Okay, so no. I guess they only did the press conference that first night.
Right, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, that was Monday Night Raw, people. Like, if anybody watching, any thoughts, any comments, any questions? Anybody in the chat, Ray?
No, not as of this moment, but I'm sure people are still probably commuting home or on their way home from work.
Yeah, this is a good time for Raw if you had the day off or if you decided not to go to work like Chris.
My Monday classes are always on Zoom. Yeah.
Chris is like he knows, especially the Mondays after NWA. He's like, I'm gonna need a little sleep.
Yeah. Well, it's just like my wife drives me to work these days because I usually don't feel like driving, and my wife works from home. So
okay.
But there's a professor that uses my office. They're used to my wife could just be in my office all day on Mondays, but on Mondays they asked me to give my office to another professor when I'm not using it, and that wasn't a big fight that I needed to have.
Should have hit him with the heel promo. I've been doing this for 15 years, and you keep taking. You take and you take. You took my office.
Well, I've only been at Fullerton for like a year, so
okay.
It was like, and the person that uses my office is someone I actually like.
Okay.
So I don't mind.
They ain't put you in there with nobody you beefing with.
Right. Yeah. So
they ain't like Nephew and Ray.
Yeah. So I told the school I'll just Zoom on Mondays and she can use the office during that time. And then my wife on Wednesday, she uses my office and just does her work from there. And then I teach class and then we go home.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to stick around for maybe about 5 more minutes, see if Nephew pops back on. But yeah, that was Monday afternoon Raw from Brussels, Belgium. Overall, you want to do a scale, Ray, or do you like a number scale, or do you want to do like thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs in the middle? What's going to be the official Ring Theory grading scale? A letter grade?
I never had to do a skill.
Let's go letter grade since
letter grade,
the professor's here and it's Ring Theory, so it's a little more academic. So let's go letter grade.
Let's
from A to F. What would you give this edition of Monday Night Raw? We'll start with the professor.
I'd give it like a C+ or a B-.
Okay.
Maybe a B- because it wasn't a bad episode. It was just I don't feel anything like really moved along. I
Right.
always judge Raws and Collisions and Dynamites and SmackDowns on did I have to watch this episode?
Was it essential?
Yeah, and I don't feel this was I don't think this was an episode you needed to watch.
Right.
You could have done anything else and then caught it on YouTube or
Yeah, just watch 3 or 4 clips on YouTube and you get the gist of it.
right. Yeah.
So Chris is going. You going with a B minus, Chris?
Yeah, B minus. I'll give it.
Chris is going B minus. What about you, Ray?
Unweighted B9. I'm going with straight C mid.
Oh damn, he's lower than me.
Yeah, I mean,
you wasn't feeling it, Ray.
I mean, it was nothing offensive on the show, but it was also like, like you were saying, brother Chris, it was nothing to really make you feel as though, oh well, I'm so glad I caught this in the afternoon. And,
yeah.
And I think everything was pretty much hinging on Cena coming out, and I think he did an awesome job. But again, we didn't get much progression into the story and into his affiliation with The Rock.
You gotta wait for Scotland for that, Ray.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens, but I thought it was just like thumbs in the middle. It was C.
Okay, so Ray gives it a C, Chris gives it a B minus. I'll split the difference and go C plus. Because I believe I said last night, Chris, like after whenever, because I thought they were going to do Cena and Cody at the start of the second hour, and it was like as soon as that's over, the rest of the show is just going to be a regular ass Raw. And little did I know they were going to lead the show with that, and then the rest of the show was a regular ass Raw. It wasn't a bad show. It was just your standard Raw, like your common Raw. The crowd helped it out a lot.
Right.
The crowd in Brussels showed up and showed
which
out.
They always do on the international ones.
We had a grown ass man and a little kid, both in John Cena colors, crying in the first segment. That was funny. I think the scene, like if you're just tuning in now and you're like, what do I need to go back and watch? I would say watch the Cena segment. I'd say watch the Bianca Rhea EO segment. The Seth promo, you could take it or leave it. In terms of matches, like the opening match was decent with Penta and Ludwig, and then the main event was decent, but it wasn't a whole lot of wrestling on this wrestling show.
Right.
They had a few things, but like the squash match with Jay, and then they had Dakota Kai. But
like the way they advertised it kind of made you think, oh, this is something you need to watch, and it just didn't live up to
they fooled us, Chris.
Yeah, for real. Like, and I'd say SmackDown was maybe slightly better than this week's Raw.
I think SmackDown, like the matches were better on SmackDown, but also I feel like even though Cena wasn't there, I feel like Cody's character felt more because he came out there and mollywopped the Miz and was like, I'm not talking to anybody until I talk to John Cena.
Yeah.
And then we got Cody tonight. Cody wasn't bad, but it was just kind of like, I need more from this.
Yeah, like you got bloodied up and beat down by a rapper. He should have been out there fist ablazing,
By two rappers.
Yeah. And he's just out there cutting a promo.
Cody said, "Nah, dog, they didn't pay it for this promo already, for this pyro already.
Yeah,
and we got to use it."
Yeah, like if someone beats me down 3-on-1, I'm not gonna be cutting a promo on them, telling them to find themselves. I'm like,
right.
Let's throw hands,
I did like that Cody cut him off when he tried to call him a kid, when he tried to son him.
Yeah.
Like you said, Chris, like he's the baby face, but he's not a punk.
Yeah, he's not like he is more edgy than Cena ever was.
Yeah. So overall, it's kind of a middle of the road grade from us. Let us know what you think either in the comments in the chat, or you can go to nefariousmedianetwork@gmail.com. Leave us your feedback. Ring Theory is going to become a regular part of the rotation here. Like I said, we don't know when we're going to start the show officially. We don't know music and logos. You know what? They wanted us to come out here with a new logo tonight, Ray.
Right. Yeah.
They wanted us to come out with new music. We're not gonna give it to them yet, Ray.
Yeah.
We're not heels. We're not faces. We're just
Yeah.
human beings doing a podcast, Ray.
Yeah.
Um,
He might as well have just told the Belgian crowd, look, we can't think of something right now.
Y'all like, what do you think? Who do you think I am?
Yeah.
Kevin Undergarmo? Like I could just make a theme in 2 seconds?
Yeah, like y'all are not important enough for me to introduce this.
I think I said that though, Ray. Like he ain't debuting no new stuff.
No, you did say that.
Yeah.
You did bring
Brussels.
that up. Yeah.
No
Yeah,
offense to Brussels or Scotland, but I think he's gonna wait till we get was it the Raw in Chicago? That's the closest one to Mania.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Like he's either gonna wait till we get stateside, or like Gerard said, if he wins the belt, I think that's when we get the changes aesthetically.
Right. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. I thought at least if he didn't change everything today, I at least expected him to not be in the same getup that he's been in all this time.
Yeah, you can't be wearing.
At least be in a suit, like it.
Yeah.
Like
it did make sense for the promo though.
It meant for the promo, it made sense, but
yeah,
he is.
We'll see if he's dressed the same way next week.
Yeah, like you can't be, and you can't be the heel and wearing that fucking shit, man. Like, it just is. It's just antithetical. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, and it's like you want people not to like you, but you're still hawking your merchandise.
Yeah.
Like
it makes no sense.
It's because you're part of the problem, Ray.
Yeah, you need to be, and if merch is a thing too, you need to be hawking heel merch.
Right.
To buy some new shit.
His new shirt gonna say, "You can see me." just John Cena's eyes on the t-shirt.
Yeah.
I hope they don't give him some whack. Who makes the music now for WWE?
Def Rebel.
Def Rebel. I hope it again because a lot of these Def Rebel songs ain't really hitting.
Yeah, they're all lame.
They ain't got the juice like Jim Johnston. Or who was it after Jim Johnston? CFO. Even CFO themes I thought were better than some of the Def Rebel stuff.
Yeah, they had some bangers, CFOs. And of course, Jim Johnston is legendary. So, but this Def Rebel ain't hitting on nothing.
Nothing, yeah. And then I don't know who did Kevin Owens' music. Maybe that was CFO's, but
I think
when
so.
I hear
it was a CFO joint.
Yeah, like I don't ever know it's him coming out, man. It's just so like.
Now you know who gets me all the time, and it's still to this day, Ray.
To this day,
I can't tell until like 14 seconds in whether it's Liv Morgan coming out or Alexa Bliss.
Oh yeah,
they all start the same almost.
Right, yeah.
And the little like chimes or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's like there's all the music is undistinct.
Like that was the problem at the Royal Rumble. Like you couldn't really get hyped because you didn't know who was coming out.
I didn't know. Yeah, that's the thing. And even with Kevin Owens used to have that unsettling differences in ROH.
Oh yeah,
that was like way better than anything he's had in WWE.
Yeah.
And then like those, like you said, that like the even like the girls' music is like, what the hell is this, man?
Pure Music Collective has terrible music.
Well,
like it's always like some industrial music with a rap verse on it.
Well, we don't have to worry much about them. But ever since Sonya got cut, are they still a thing? PFC?
I mean, Zoe and Shayna are, but like really, like that whole women's tag team division feels gutted because they fired Isla, so you ain't got Isla and Alba no more.
Right.
We ain't seen Kaden Carter and Katana Chance in a little minute.
Right.
Damage Control really ain't hitting on nothing right now. So I think Kyrie might be hurt.
I think so too.
And then who else was in that? You got the Meta Girls, but they back down to NXT.
Right.
You had Piper and Chelsea, but Chelsea's a solo act now.
So maybe Piper and Alba.
You had Bianca and Naomi, but they ain't on the same page right now.
Right.
Maybe they'll put Piper and Alba together.
Yeah. Piper and Alba.
Yeah, that women's tag team division is in shambles.
And then Maybe bring up Zarya and Soul. Soul Rukin. Who knows?
But yeah, so I think we're gonna call it a show, fellas.
I think
All right,
so.
yeah.
We did it. Our first live watch of Monday Night Raw was exceptionally average, fellas. Not the watch, but the show that we watched
Right, yeah.
was exceptionally average in every way. Before we get out of here, I want to thank everybody that tuned in this afternoon or is watching this video in the future. If you're watching Raw at 8:00 your regular time, just turn this on while you're watching and hang out with us for a little bit. Before we get out of here, Chris, any plugs before we leave?
Just us at NWA, us over here, and then my articles at chrisely.medium.com.
Okay.
Make sure you wave at me and like all you don't need to set up a new account. All you got to do is be logged into your Gmail and you'll be good.
Okay, that's where you can find the professor. We appreciate that, brother. And yeah. So check out the NWA podcast. It's up in audio and video form now. From the good people at Post Wrestling, and to the good brother that checked us out last night and had some comments in the chat. I think Chris and I both responded to his question about Bianca, saying, the company's done this and that for her. We're not disputing that. What we are saying is the storylines that they have given Bianca.
Yeah.
For the most part, outside of I think the current storyline with Naomi has some legs. And I think the Becky Lynch storyline, once they got away from that terrible finish at what was it, SummerSlam, Ray? Or Survivor Series?
Between who now?
Bianca and Becky.
Oh yeah, I think that was SummerSlam. Was that SummerSlam? Or it might have been Survivor Series.
Whatever. I think it was SummerSlam.
It was one of the big four. I know that.
But after that, when they came back around to Becky and Bianca, and they had the whole thing with Bianca cutting Becky's hair and all that stuff, that was a good storyline. But other than that, Bianca has made all of these stories, all these feuds work. With her and Sasha, they didn't have any damn build for that, and that was a travesty and a crime. That they didn't have any damn build for that historic matchup, and it was through the power of Sasha and Bianca that match was what it was. So much of Bianca's history on the main roster is her taking lemons and making lemonade. Yes, they've put her in a position where she's the face of the female division, but I'm giving very little credit to the WWE for that, because you'd have to be an idiot not to see that Bianca is money.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and that's that's the whole thing with them is they can do stuff, amazing stuff, and that's just it. And I think with Mercedes, Sasha Banks, when she was in WWE, is once you main event a WrestleMania for the world title, where else are you gonna go in that company?
Right?
She left and got a fresh coat of paint. She could always go back, and Bianca's always gonna do her thing. She really is. She's always gonna represent, and it's always gonna be good.
And speaking of fresh coat of paint, this man Ray Williams, it's his birthday, ladies and gentlemen.
Happy birthday.
He got a fresh coat of petty paint on. The beef has been squashed. Nephew gave him forgiveness for his birthday. It's a random act of kindness.
Yeah, I know, right?
I spray this time. It's random acts of kindness.
Yeah. we had already moved off from that, and he goes that pettiness and stuff.
Petty never sleeps, as Marcus Vanderberg used to say.
Right.
But Ray Williams, on your birthday, where can people find you and send you some birthday love? And let us know what you got coming up with Styles Break Fights.
Indeed. First off, I love you, Andrew. I love you, brother. I just had to get that monkey off my shoulder. I had to clean out the
why he got to be a monkey though?
Skeletons out. See, there you go again.
Just instigating.
Stop stirring up stuff.
It's what's that clip on RDC World with the Olympics? Mark Phillips, top instigator, just warming up.
But shout out to the youngest in charge. Shout out to #Yig.
Shout out to Andrew.
Yes, you can find me right here on the Nefarious Media Network NMN, as brother Chris coins it. Yes, we do have a Styles Break fights that is coming up. We're going to be recording for that soon, and it will be out available for you guys to listen to on next Monday. We're going to, myself and the maestro Chichi Okafor will be talking about UFC 313, everything that happened through that. We'll be talking about TKO's entry into the professional boxing world with brother Turkey from the Saudi Arabia consulate. So we'll be discussing that as well, along with a bunch of other news and notes coming out for the sport of MMA over the past month. As brother Nate said, you can also catch me on the previously recorded NWA podcast presented by Post Wrestling. By the way, brother Ting, executive producer Wei Ting, thanks us for our prompt and timely start. So we appreciate you, Wei, and we appreciate you, John Pollock, as well. And we have also to keep in the theme with SBF, we got an SBF extra with the one and only infamous, some may say nefarious, Brandon from New Jersey, the third host of Eagles Don't Hunt Flies. He'll be joining me to do not a recap, but a preview of the 2025 Men's Wrestling Championship for NCAA's coming up this coming weekend. So we'll be talking about that. And if you just want to throw out your thoughts, opinions, just want to talk, chat it up, you can find me on X and IG at MondoDondo1 and Blue Sky at twowayray.bsky.social, I think is the thing.
Yes.
All right.
I don't be doing all that, Ray. I just give them my handle. They can figure the rest out. You're making us do too much work, Blue Sky.
It is. It's a lot of work.
It's because
I gotta put 2 periods in there. Come on now.
Yeah, Blue Sky cool, but I feel like there's a couple things, a couple features they need to kind of like make me get rid of Twitter altogether.
I think they're still in like the beta stages, so I could cut them a break a little bit, you know.
But it's still a much more peaceful place. That's what John Cena needed to go to Blue Sky. Maybe all this could have been avoided, brother.
Yeah, for real.
It's got too much negativity in your life right now, being on these Twitter streets.
Yeah. It hasn't turned into Twitter yet.
Yeah. As for me, as Ray mentioned, you can find me here at the Nefarious Media Network. Next Monday, not only will you get the latest edition of Styles Break Fights with Ray and Chinyere Okafor, but you'll also get a live edition of the Avengers Initiative podcast with Jennifer Smith, Brittany Monet, and myself talking about Daredevil Born Again right now going on in Disney Plus. We'll talk about the first 4 episodes or so and, kind of give our thoughts on the midway point of this new series, bringing the world of Netflix Marvel fully into the MCU. So y'all can join us for that. It's going to be a lot of fun next Monday afternoon. And then we'll I'm sure we'll have some thoughts. At least Jenny will, because Jenny's a wrestling fan. We'll have some thoughts on Raw as well. We'll probably have it on in the background while we're recording, which is going to be awkward at times. But for everything else, check us out on socials. Blue Sky, check us out on Twitter, check us out on Facebook. And of course, if you're watching right now on YouTube, hit that subscribe button while you're here. Like it don't even cost you anything to click a button. Like just click that subscribe button, smash it, and share the show with your friends, man, because we're building something here in Nefarious. We're not going to stop anytime soon. For me personally, check me out on Twitter at @8, MOZAIK, Nate Mosaic on Twitter. And check me out on Blue Sky, Nate Mosaic 757. You do the rest of the work because I ain't got time for all these periods and dots and whatnot and socials and SKYs and whatnot. But we appreciate y'all rocking with us today. We appreciate y'all rocking with us last night into the wee hours of the evening on the NWA podcast over at Post. And we'll be back next week with more nefarious goodness. So for Chris, for Two-Way Ray, the birthday boy, for the nephew, the youngest in charge, Andrew Thompson, and for Gerard Downtown Brown with the advanced platinum Netflix. You could the platinum Netflix you can only get if you live on a border state.
I
Like
know,
it's
right?
exclusive, Ray. I am the Godfather, Nate Milton, and remember, we're not heels. We're not faces. We're just human beings. And this has been Ring Theory. See y'all next time.